It's not going to stay on at all. It's so uncomfortable.
We are live, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tales of Initiative. I'm your Dungeon Master of many heists, Billy Visnoff, and with me are these lovely, awesome thieving fiends. Go nuts, everybody. Tell them about yourselves.
All right. Hello, I'm Anna. I'll be playing Endra Slategrove. You guys, I've been here a lot. Got nothing currently to plug, so I'm just here for a good time.
Hey guys, I'm Aya. I am an illustrator. I just recently joined Tales of Initiative, so I'm super excited. I'm a mom, as you can hear, and I am going to be selling and giving away these cool pins that show how much you are awesome at rolling 20s or how much you might suck when you roll 1s. So stay tuned for that. I will be moving to Australia soon, so if you're stateside and you want these and don't want to pay a shit ton of shipping, I suggest you get them soon.
That's fair enough.
I'm Haley. I'm going to be playing Zarissa. Nothing to plug.
I am Adrian. I'm playing Patch, the gunslinger. Nothing to plug either, but keep an eye on my Twitter and you might see some cool stuff popping up soon. So,
I'm Zach. I'm going to be playing Run. I'm at Zach on Titan anywhere and everywhere. Yeah, no plugs other than that.
Alrighty, everybody. And before we finish up, the title of the campaign today is A Heavenly Heist. And I would also like to thank our sponsors for the night, which is Raven and Riddle Dice. If you guys haven't checked out, they're awesome dice. Go to the website. They have really cool things on there. I can vouch because I have like 2 sets of their dice, and they really take the time and effort to put them together, and they are amazing. Lastly, if you want to check out Tales of Initiative and you want to join the conversation, please go to all of our awesome social media tags. Just figure out at Tales of Initiative somewhere, because I guarantee it's some mishmash of that. But if you want to join the games and you want to play more stuff with us, you can join us at our public Discord. I guarantee our lovely moderator will throw it in the chat somewhere. And we bring people on to play all the time. So if you're interested, we would love to have you sitting at the table with us, the virtual table. Other than that...
Does he know the voice mod's still on?
Yes, I do know.
Because I turned it on.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, damn right. All right, everybody. Let's start off where... Ooh, I'm gonna drop that a little bit. All right. So, last time, you guys... last time we left off, I guess, because we didn't technically start yet, you all were sent a letter from a mysterious person by the name of M. The letter entailed basically them saying that they would reveal your public information and let everybody know what, personal... Let me drop music real quick. It's getting kind of loud. There we go. They threatened to reveal all your public information, including your full names, including many other things. You all got similar and different letters sent to you, but it all personally attacked you. And they told you lastly to meet at a bar called the Dragon's Pour in the town of Viraldis. You guys are centered on the continent of Alseria in the year 1150. And that is where we're going to begin our adventure. We cut to a big bustling city with slowly built skyscrapers. Like they're not all the way up there yet, but it looks like this town is starting to kind of like get a little bit bigger. It's nighttime. There's rain pouring everywhere, and all of you walk in on this small brick and mortar bar. On the top of it, it says Dragon's Pour. Inside, you guys see like people sitting at tables, drinking, chugging beers. You guys see everybody like having little competitions, arm wrestling competitions in the corner. There's a big spacey bar with nobody sitting at it, and a dark-haired goblin, green-faced with an awesome little like tuxedo on with a little bow tie, just polishing some beer glasses. All of you are seated somewhere around the bar in different areas, just kind of scoping out the place, as this is where you were told to meet, but so far, none of you have made the move to go approach the bartender about the letter. Besides that, everybody just seems to be having a really good time. You guys smell the heavy smell of alcohol going through. It smells like a few, you could see that people are cooking on the other side of the bar and handing that food out to people. It's nice. You do see waiters and waitresses running through as well. all of you are sitting inside. Where do you want to start?
I will assume Aloe is with Patches, since she is her kind of companion partner in crime here. Do you think we're the only ones who've been summoned here? You know, I really don't want to be in someone's pockets again for very long.
I hope not. By the looks of things, I mean, none of these people here look exactly like the adventuring, thieving type. Except maybe that little man in the corner. Don't know much about him, but looking around, we are certainly in a shitty place.
Well, if they have been summoned as we have been, perhaps all we need to do is find the other people who look disappointed or upset, like there's some sort of looming doom.
If they were good at their jobs, we wouldn't have to look for them. Let's keep an eye out, though. Billy, is there any way I could look around, make a perception check to see if I can see anyone that's
Roll me a
hanging
perception
around?
check.
Look, I rolled a 2.
Patch, you look around this bar. Everyone looks like they're having a good time. You have no idea what's going on. You're scared that everything is just crazy right now.
I'm gonna just search for someone who maybe looks either really out of place or for the letter or something, like if someone's looking at their letter, or someone who maybe keeps looking at the barkeep but isn't doing anything or whatever.
So, you see Zarissa. She currently has a drink, but she hasn't really touched it. She's inspecting the glass. It's not clean. She is kind of moved her bit of her cloak onto the stool, so she's not quite sitting on it, and you can tell she looks very uncomfortable. She's got her legs crossed, and she's just kind of looking around, not particularly being stealthy about trying to make eye contact with people. Rolling her eyes about the glass.
Nice. While Patches is looking around and not noticing, Aloe's gonna just go to his side and sort of elbow him harshly, and then just point at her at the bar.
Okay. So Zarissa, what do you look like? What does?
So you see a white tiefling, very pale all over, but strong features. So she's got her like cheekbones are really highly defined. She's got curled horns that are also white and long black curly hair that's like all back into like a beautiful updo braids that it like look like have taken a long time. And she's wearing like blue robe top with like big flashy sleeves, nice high boots, and very well dressed.
Okay. I will, after getting nudged by Aloe, I will promptly sigh and push away from the table and stand up, and go and sit down on the stool next to you. Not looking at you, just kind of looking forward. You can see that my black hair is tied up in a scruffy man bun at the top. My left eye has an eye patch over it. You can see that I have a heavy green cloak that just kind of wraps around my shoulders and hangs down all the way to like my mid thighs. On my back, you can see what looks to be a firearm of sorts, that you may or may not recognize as a musket. I also have an array of weapons around my side. I'm not being particularly sneaky with showing off my arsenal. And as I sit down there, I just kind of give a sigh and go, "Did you get the letter too?"
We got a letter?
Aloe she stayed back. She's gonna have stayed back at the table and just kind of leans back like this is going to be amusing watching him shoot his shot. So she's just gonna watch and just like if this is entertainment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will just kind of turn and look at you in the eye if you look at me. I'll just say, I don't have patience for this kind of thing. If you got a letter, it would be nice to know so that we can get the show on the road.
Well, yeah, okay. I got a letter. I guess you did too. What show are you talking about? I'm just waiting.
I'm just wondering who threatened me and my friend. And I nod over to Aloe sitting in the corner.
You've got more friends. Well, I guess keep asking around. I'm just gonna look him like up and down a little bit and be like,
Yeah, I smell faintly of like smoke and just like unwashed clothing.
If Zarissa looks back to Aloe, she's just gonna on the table.
I do wave back because I'm like then look at Patch and then look at you and I'm like,
She Aloe Vera is very small, so she's 5'2". She's very thin, kind of sickly and ghastly looking. She has like a severe case of resting bitch face. One of the things that really stands out about her is the fact that she's got a pair of light blue gloves that seem very bloodstained, like many times. Yes. She's got auburn hair that she keeps kind of pulled back out of her face, but just messy bun bits kind of everywhere. Her clothing is oddly well kept and stern, but her physical self is not. So it's very opposite.
Just to chime in for you viewers at home, this is what Zarissa looks like. And then this is what Patch looks like.
Yeah.
All right.
If I can jump in while this is going on over there, I would assume that over in kind of like a corner of the bar, there's like this small yellow kobold just kind of pacing back and forth around his human friend. And just like, Gruff, is this the right place? Did we even come to the right place? I don't even know if we're in the right place. And digging through his bag and like trying to find what's going on. And they pulls out the letter again. He's like, I think we're in the right place. Are we here? Gruff, did we find it? Are we in the right place?
I mean, there's not very many bars named like this.
I'm getting impatient. I don't want to just sit here all day. Like I don't want to drink more and more. We're still here. Like, what are we still here for? What are we waiting for? Set the letter on the table and just kind of like get up on the table in front of Grav and just kind of like sit down. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Where are we going? I'm like face to face with you, just sitting on the table in front of you. Now, like I don't know. Do you have any more insight? Read the letter again. Like put it up in your nose. Like read the letter again. I don't know.
Is he being overly loud about this? Like, can I do a perception to see if
Roll
I
me a
can
perception check.
pick up on there?
Roll me a perception check at advantage. Because
What do you look like, dude?
Me?
oh yeah,
Yeah, you.
what do you look like?
Oh yeah, small like amber colored kobold. You can kind of just probably see. Yeah, there you go. You can probably just
Hey,
see
I got a
the
nat
face.
20.
Nice. Nice.
D&D Beyond. You can see I am not lying, sir.
You have never heard something more clear in your entire life. You were like,
Excellent.
that's fucking kobold over there.
This letter, man. Like I think we're in the right place.
I think
Who are we
I'm
looking for? Do we know who we're looking for yet?
I'm like
I don't know who we're
holding
looking
this letter as he's
I'm
like
going
shoving it in my
to
face.
see that Patches and Zarissa are having their moment. So she is going to just push up from the table and just make her way straight to them, beelining towards them.
I can explain my character real fast.
Yes.
So I think I'm trying to like get him to stop shoving this letter in my face. But just hold on.
Okay.
Endra is a human barbarian, so she looks pretty much a lot like me. Blonde hair, blue eyes, a lot of like blue type outfit. There she is. Pretty cool. Yeah, and very much just like annoyed with the hyperactivity of her kobold friend.
Does he have the letter out? Is he like?
Yeah.
Yeah,
in his
he's
face.
like,
It's in his face.
Aloe is literally going to just like yoink. Like, she doesn't really know like personal space, so she's just like taking his letter and she's just gonna read it over.
Okay, as soon as the letter's out of his hand, he like freaks out, jumps, and like sits back on like Endra's shoulders, like, whoa, who's this? What? You took my letter.
Aloe will reach back and offer hers to him as she's still reading his, like doesn't even look at him. Her face is in the letter and offers out hers.
Oh,
to
thank
him.
you. This isn't my letter. This is your letter.
It seems we are in the same shit ordeal.
Did you just trade letters?
I guess so. I don't like
Why?
trade without offering, but I have a letter now. Yeah, we're in a bad place. Are you the person we're supposed to meet? I would like reach the letter back over to you.
She'll take it and she'll fold up his with hers and put them both back in her possession.
They got robbed.
I am indeed. You are with me, and we are with that one over there. And she's going to point to Patches at the bar. And I believe he is now acclimating her to our cause, I think.
At this point, I've ordered a beer, and I'm just sipping out on it.
Oh,
Interesting.
I haven't.
Can we have his letter back?
Yeah, that's my letter. It was addressed to me. That's theft. You can't steal stuff from me.
What is your name in the letter?
It should be in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure I was
So
addressed.
She'll give it back to him.
Thank you. Stick it back in my bag.
And
I'm still on the table.
To
Or no, I'm on Endra's shoulder. Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well then she's gonna look from up here at him to just here. And,
Wait, how tall are you?
5'2", so
I'm 5'10".
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
okay.
him,
I'm like 3 foot
and then
tall.
her. Yeah. Are you a part of this as well? I assume, or are you his keeper?
No, I got a letter.
Right.
We just got individually addressed letters.
She's gonna turn towards the bar. Patches, like darling.
Zarissa, as you're sitting next to me, you hear me audibly go, "Fuck," and just finish down my beer, and slam it down on the table, and I go,
I found
I have
two.
been
I'm
summoned.
quite efficient.
Well, it looks like your show will get on the road.
I think I'll like whisper to Run and be like, "Well, it's better to do this, I think, with the group than on our own."
I guess
Maybe.
so. She said she found us though. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I will climb off of the bar stool and hold out my hand. Oh,
we
sorry.
could just ride with them until like we see an opportunity better.
Yeah.
As soon as Patches gets up and walks away from the bar and towards them, I'm going to lean forward towards the bartender and excuse me.
You see this. What I've described it a little bit, but now that you're a little bit closer, you see what might be either a very green elf or a goblin, and he turns to you with short black hair, his little tuxedo, and he looks at you and he goes, "Why, yes. How may I help you, madam?" And he keeps scrubbing into this like half chilled beer glass.
After a flash shot?
Oh, you are here for the letter. And he turns back and he goes, "Is it just you, or is it the one who slammed his glass on my table as well?"
I look back over to the group. Are any of them looking at me?
Aloe's probably looking towards Patches to see if he's
Yeah,
coming
and
to
as
meet
I'm
him.
walking and realizing that you're not following me, I'm probably like looking over my shoulder. Just kind of like I'm like stuck halfway between the two groups. Like, are you coming? And I like
She's
gesture.
gonna
Yeah.
like look
Yes.
over to Endra and
This
run.
is-
He's not.
this
very
is
good
my
at picking
team.
up women.
Could we
Does he
just
want us to go there? Do we have to
should-
stay here?
let's go there?
Oh,
The-
okay.
All
Let's
of
go that
them.
way.
All of them are your team.
I'll like
Yes,
start
all of them are
walking.
my team.
I'll start walking
Oh.
towards like Sarissa, and I don't know if Run
Yeah.
is still on my shoulders or not.
I'll get into my little like foot harness on your belt loop
Hell
in the
yeah.
back.
I love that.
Gotta jump
Little
back and like
backpack.
lock in like.
Toddler.
It's like the little toddler backpacks.
Those are amazing.
You guys see this goblin elf look at you and just with like pure like not with any of this right now. He's like goes
Goblin elf.
why why yes. I will guide you to where I've been directed to take you, and then past that I shall try to leave immediately. And he leaves the bar area, and like he is not with it today. He walks out from the bar and like kind of guides you to like what looks like they have a couple assorted poker rooms that they have dedicated for like specific people. You see him like open the nearest one to the bar's door and like stand and kind of like bow and go, all right, this way, everybody, please file in.
I'm first.
All right.
And I
I guess.
I love that.
I think I'll go last.
Yeah, I'll want to be
You're
delightfully
back,
somewhere
so
in
I
the
think I'll
middle.
be last.
I'll be second because I was between the two groups, so I'll follow Zarissa.
As you guys walk in, you see at the table there's a couple like rough looking like biker orcs. Like if you had to like they just look really gruff, and they're all playing cards at the table. They all look like you see them kind of smoking cigars and drinking just normal like scotch. And the room is filled with smoke. It's kind of smoky in there. You just see him playing a normal poker hand. What does anybody have an active perception over or passive perception over 15?
No, definitely not.
Ooh.
Patch,
17.
Patch, you notice
11.
11. Right.
12.
Mine's 9.
None of you notice except Patch that these people just look very they just look very static with what they're doing. Like their movements are very like.
Oh, mine is a 15. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
then you notice
That
too, both
qualifies.
of you.
I just
Yeah.
saw it on here.
No, you nailed it. You also noticed like it just looks very static. Everybody in there is like they're doing the same movements with everything they do.
Could I do it like an insight check? I'm thinking that it might, like in Patch's head, he's thinking this doesn't seem right. Is there any? What could I roll? An insight check maybe, or
Is
Oh,
this
go
like
for
an
it.
illusion?
Go ahead and roll
Yeah,
me an insight or roll me an investigation check.
an investigation check? Okay, I got a 19 plus. Just 19.
From your time just going on all of the different missions you've done before this, you notice that they don't seem like they're conscious that you guys have even walked in. They're saying the same words, like they're repeating sentences. I mean, they just seem like either something is not adding up in the brain, or they are like just kind of,
Like stuck in a loop.
yeah.
Are we the only ones that are back here with them, or is the guy that like led us back here? Did he just let us go back here ourselves, or did he lead us in here?
So the bartender walks behind you guys and shuts the door. And he goes, "Now, looking very disdainful. Is this is all of you, correct?"
As far as we know.
As far as we're aware.
I didn't know anyone else was here.
Great. He shuts the door and he looks back and he goes, "They make me utter this every time." And he says out loud, he looks back and he's like, kind of looks around just to make sure one last time that no one else is like coming in. He goes, "All of your mothers are abyssal chickens." And you see, you hear the table like you hear like some clockwork noises of things just like, and these buff dudes at the table just fall to the table like they're clockwork, and they shut off. The table splits apart, and in between the table is an entrance with a stairway that goes down to a dark door. At the end of that stairway is one black door with the letter M on it, with a giant like light hanging over it, just lighting up the stairway.
Well, this isn't ominous at all.
One for
Holy.
theatrics. If
After you, Zarissa.
After you.
Gesture.
What a
Is this-
gentlemanly offer.
You seem bored.
This
I
well,
wanna
I've
ask-
I
seen
say to
some
the
pretty
goblin-
scary places.
You bored?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Uh,
You.
Nobody really ever asks me if I'm bored. Why? No, I've seen this a lot of times.
So this has happened a lot.
So this has happened a lot.
Well, I mean, they have to go to the bathroom, they have to leave and come out. Yeah, yes, they leave this doorway sometimes.
Can they not open the doorway?
I not without the help of Leland. And he kind of like looks a little like proud of himself.
You should be so proud of yourself.
Hey, why? Thank you very much. And he like kind of like points to the button. He's like, I flip that sometimes, and it turns the lights on down there. It's very. Nobody ever really appreciates the work I put into this, so it's wow.
I just wanted to
he
say I
was to
appreciate
look-
you
Well, it
and
looks
your time
great.
today. Thank you.
Yeah, Zarissa is just buttering him up, but if he were to look at Aloe, she's just staring at him like he is trash.
No, Patch is very suspicious, and Patch will actually walk up to him and say, "If you would be so kind as to give us a tour and walk first, that would be great."
He looks at you and goes, "Oh yes, right away." And he
What
starts.
with me?
Yeah, he
Thank
walks
you,
up.
Leland.
He also hands you one of his business cards, and he's like,
Huh.
"If you ever need
you.
your light switches, please. I'm very good at that."
I have quite a few light switches, so yeah, absolutely.
In your home, like, do
My
you have a
home,
business where this is? Wow,
In my home.
wow, this is magnificent.
Yeah.
He so right this way, and he follows like starts walking down that ominous stairway. He doesn't really look behind to make sure you guys are following. He just starts heading down. He's like,
Just goes.
it's pretty amped up on the energy of being able to do his job.
We love Leland.
Just
Oh.
just before Patch and Aloe go down, Patch will grab Aloe by the wrist and just say, like quietly under his breath, say, "Keep an eye about. Things don't go well in the basement." And he'll just walk down the stairs.
Yep, she's gonna stay close.
I'm gonna be like on like Endra's shoulders, kind of like patting, like drumming, and be like, "What's that smell? I think it's that guy. He stinks. He just kind of smells."
Probably. I cannot confirm, but it's a pretty good guess.
It's a lot.
Were you whispering?
It's a lot.
Were you
Not-
whispering that or no?
Not really. Just kind of like talking. I think it's a distinct smell. I'm not okay with that.
You hear ahead of you like quiet sobbing.
Aw.
Oh no! I pointed at Patches when I said that.
Oh, it's
I was
me.
pointing at
Oh.
Patch. I was pointing at
Yeah,
Patch,
but we're
for sure.
behind everyone. They don't know
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
There's no idea.
There's definitely a smell somewhere up front.
Got it.
They say this a lot. I don't know why everyone says this when we go down the hallway.
Oh, Leland.
Be
Oh
strong,
my
Leland.
God.
We must
I
protect
I
Leland,
used
that's
my
all.
after hearing that Sarissa uses her prestidigitation to make him smell delicious and clean up any messes on him over the next few seconds as we walk down.
This is already better. What just happened? I like
Don't
this.
know.
Thank
I
you
was gonna
so
offer
much.
some soap.
Oh,
I pulled
What's
out like
your
a bar
favorite
of soap.
smell? I turn around and look up.
What?
Huh?
What?
Favorite scent?
Oh, favorite scent: fish.
Oh, really?
Don't listen
And
to
you
him.
didn't like
Fishes.
his smell?
Fishes? No, yeah, that smelled like something like foresty or garden or I don't know.
All right, I just
Wasn't
put
great.
I put the smell of fish on his face, but everywhere else just smells fresh.
Thank you. Awesome. Sounds great. Here, I have soap. If you ever need soap, I can give it to him. That might help. I'm just like holding a bar of soap.
You guys
Some soap.
You guys notice finally at the end of the door, like end of this long stairway, Leland like cracks the door open and like he like presses himself against the wall to let you guys in. He goes, "Please, after all of you," and like moves out of the way to let you guys go through. You guys see in front of you, just peeking into the room like for a second, you notice that there's a couple chairs in there. The lights are a little dim. You can't really see what's past the chairs, but there are 5 chairs like set up just in like a row inside, and it's a little dusty in there. You can't really see anything else besides that.
Interesting.
There's 5 chairs and there's 5 of us.
Yeah, you should
I
get
guess
off
we
my
found
back, little
everybody.
Does
I'm surprised.
anyone have dark vision?
Which one's my chair?
man. Whichever one you want.
I have no
With
idea.
dark vision,
Do not.
you will see that there is one pane of glass past the chair separating you from whatever is on the other side.
Oh,
60.
I don't like that.
there's a weird security glass. I
What?
go up and I'm like,
Leland comes up. He goes, "Madam, since you've been the nicest to me, I will just say, please refrain from tapping on the glass. You may scare what is on the other side."
what's
She
on
broke
the
the
other
glass.
side?
Why
I-
is there glass?
It's different most of the time, but yes, thank you. And he walks back to the door and he stands there again.
I'm
gonna
gonna go
ask him.
stand with Leland at the door.
He,
I'm
he
gonna
goes,
ask Leland if he has any light switches in here. So, do you have any light switches in this place?
roll me a persuasion check with advantage really quickly.
You install the lights here, my friend.
I rolled a 3 and a 4.
Oh no.
You know what? He looks like he's looking in his jacket, and he looks at something, and then he closes his jacket. He goes, "No, nothing. Nothing. I would be willing to show at the moment."
So we can't see through the glass.
You cannot. Whatever's on the other side looks very dark. You can only tell that like it looks like a whole room is cut off on that side, but on that side it is like even with dark vision, you just don't see anything on that side yet.
Aloe is going to go over to the glass, and she's just going to like put her hands and press her ear up to it to try to listen to the other side.
Roll me a perception check.
These guys have a death wish. They keep touching the glass.
I did warn. I did say. Do
Yeah,
not touch the glass.
no.
I'm staying away from the glass.
Good. Yeah,
Should we take our seats, Run? You think?
Which one's mine? You didn't tell me which
Which
one's
one do you
mine.
want?
7. I rolled
The
a
one
2.
that was meant for me.
A 7?
7, yeah.
You don't really hear anything. You hear some you hear a couple flies like kind of buzzing into each other and stuff. Like nothing nuts.
Okay.
Are the chairs different sizes?
Nope, they're all the same size.
I can't tell which one's mine.
They all have 4 legs and they're all chairs for sure.
They're just chairs.
They're
I'll
just
just-
chairs.
Leland,
Mimic.
oh no.
They're all chairs. They're just chairs.
They're
Leland,
just
let me know
chairs.
which chair I need to sit in, Leland, and then I'll sit down. But for now, I'm gonna wait until I know what chair's mine.
I'll like go sit down and want to be like, this one's yours, Run.
Oh, perfect. I'll go sit in the one she pointed at.
This is the one
Wait.
next to me.
Leland speaks up. He's like, "They're not a size. Do you?"
I found my chair. All right, it's on my chair. We're good.
Yeah, Aloe will go sit as well, just in
Okay.
any random chair.
Leland,
I'll
do I
turn
want
and-
to sit in one of those chairs?
Say that again.
Do I want to sit in one of those chairs with the glass? This is not making me very comfortable.
Ah, yes, it is. It is a lot of theatrics. They find themselves a little bit of a connoisseur of entertainment. So if you don't mind just sitting in the chair, Leland, he goes, "If it makes you feel any better, I will also sit next to you guys." And then he sits on the ground because there's no 6th chair right next to
I
where
was gonna say there's not a chair for Leland.
I will
Oh.
give him. I will offer him my chair, and
Ah.
I will.
It is quite all right, Mr. Patch. You sit in that chair, I will sit right here.
I'm
And
gonna
he
take the chair and just push it towards him a little bit more, like aggressively. I'm gonna say, "Sit on the chair, Leland."
I do suggest you take the chair. It's not very often that he offers such a kindness.
I'm not allowed to sit on chairs in this establishment.
Wow.
The one time I did sit on a chair in this area, it did not go well, so I am therefore banned from sitting in any chairs down in this basement.
Oh,
I'm
Well,
so
he just
sorry.
said that sitting in these chairs it didn't go well, so now Aloe's kind of like
Yeah.
slowly standing up, like maybe she doesn't want to sit in this chair.
I'll say, "Suit yourself," and I'll take the chair and turn it around and sit with my arms on it, just facing the glass.
I'm kind of at this point just digging in my bag looking for a snack to sit in the chair and just munch on.
Did you pack snacks?
Of course, I pack snacks everywhere I go.
What do you got?
I don't know, some bread or something. I'll find something.
No, that's not fun.
yeah, that's not a very interesting snack. And
No, but everything smells like fish right now, so it tastes really good. It tastes really good. This is like fish bread.
At this point, where are all of you at? Are all of you in chairs?
I'm sitting.
Yeah, I'm
beside
sitting in a
Rob.
chair.
Yeah, she kind of stood up, but then once she saw Patches sit, she sat down.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sitting on the edge of a chair.
Okay. As you guys are sitting there, you notice on the other side of the glass. Maybe I should chill out just a little bit.
Oh,
You notice on the other side of the glass, a figure pops up, and you see smoke kind of like come out of all the sides, and you see like this big tall black hooded figure just kind of like walk out in front.
Like a magic show.
It is. And you see them go, yes. They walk up, they go, thank you. Thank you all for coming.
What's going on? I'm concerned.
You're thanking us for coming. We didn't exactly have a choice.
That is true.
You're welcome.
Somebody with manners. I really appreciate that. You see her with like a big smile on her face. While yes, there wasn't very much of a choice in attending, I do appreciate all of you taking the time out of your busy schedules to make sure that you could be here with me. And she looks at Leland. She goes, Leland, you may step out in the hallway for just a minute. And Leland goes, right away, and kind of stands up and just walks back in the hallway and shuts the door. It doesn't look locked or anything, just looks like he shut it. And she goes, I am honored to have all of you in this place to perform something that is very dear and near to me. Before I tell you all about the dream that I have, do you have any questions to ask me? Yes.
how much money do we get?
Oh, money. Yes. Well,
That's why I'm here. I want some money. That'd be
Do
great.
you
Is
get
it-
money?
is it
I was under
gold?
the assumption for not being paid.
Property?
well, I was going to tell you that you would get the glory of a job well done, but I know all of you, and I've seen all of your records, and I understand that would not work for any of you. So I will. How about
This is not a lot of compensation for blackmail.
blackmail?
Exactly.
I just used the
Patch nods.
information. What was that?
Patch just nods, and he goes, "Yeah, I do not take kindly to somebody blackmailing my reputation and my career."
You see, he go like the figure looks and goes, Mr. Patch, do you mind stepping up to the glass? And you see a little slit open, like kind of like where something would slide out.
Patch. Oh, okay. Patch.
If he goes to get up, Aloe's gonna reach out and like tug at his shirt, like sit back down, you fool.
He'll just turn and like give you a slow nod, and then just slowly brush your hand off. And very cautiously he'll walk past. Is the figure like next to him as he walks to the glass, or is it in the glass?
It's on the other side of the glass.
Okay.
So you see like a tiny little slit open to where they would be at.
Okay.
And they.
He'll have like one hand like towards one of his weapons on his belt as he will approach the glass.
Okay. You see, the glass opens up just slightly, and you see a folder like go through like an old parch folder, and you see the figure look back at you and go, "Well, while I am not one for blackmail, I do hope that this gives you enough motivation to continue to work with us."
Take it slowly, and is it sealed?
Nope. It's not sealed.
Okay. He'll open it and see what it is.
Inside, you see pictures of Alosha sleeping and somebody standing in the room with her. And she
Not at all creepy.
and he looks at you and goes, the figure looks at you and goes, I hope that is enough motivation to answer all of your questions so we can get right into work.
Patch will pull out his revolver and point it at the glass, at the figure, and he'll say,
This is getting
"Who
good.
are you?
What
Who
was in that?
are you?"
Some call me M, others, well, actually most people just call me M. I'm everywhere and I'm nowhere all at once. And just, you feel like the menacing smile. You don't even see a smile, but you feel the menacing smile from on the other side of the glass.
as Patch is still pointing the revolver at the figure, he'll take the folder and hand it backwards towards Aloe and just hand it to her so that she can see what it is.
She'll take it, open it. If she could turn paler, she probably would. Close it.
I would just like you to all know that I mean business. And this is a sign of good faith before we start talking about the incredible job that all of you came here to do today.
What's in the folder?
Oh, Mr. Run, would you like a folder as well? And
please,
you see,
please.
The figure walks over to where your chair would be, like on the other side of the glass, and another little slot opens, and a folder comes out.
I definitely get up and run over and grab the folder.
The person immediately goes, you are a little sick, and honestly, I did not want to give you this, and I did not even like reading it, but I hope
do you have
this gives
something
you...
on everyone?
Oh, why yes. Would you like your folders?
I doubt there's anything in here that's gonna be upsetting for me. I should be fine. And I'll open up the folder.
I love his optimism.
You look in and you see an orphanage. You see a picture of an orphanage, and on the outside are
It's a picture of a fish.
Oh God.
you see on the outside is a notorious gang that a gang of kobolds, and you see them like all standing around. They're all dressed up in kind of like, they look like little tree stalks, little all green tree stalks, and you know them as the veggie scales.
Oh my
they
God.
are Yes, I've been waiting for that. Go ahead.
I just drop the folder and just stand there.
I will hurry up to him to both grab my folder and make sure that he's okay.
No, not vegetables.
What?
Anything but vegetables.
That's not. I'm too curious. What is in mine?
You see another folder come out, and inside, it's completely up to you to open it.
I think I'll hesitate to open it, but I will open it.
You open it, and on the inside is a picture of your brother.
This is bad. I just kind of like slowly curl up in the fetal position on the ground.
How did you get this?
Start
I
rocking.
get everything, my dear.
I think I'll feel like clutching the end of my great axe like on my belt and just be like,
Settle down. Let me give out the last folder, and then walks over to the last slot. And Zarissa, there's one more folder for you.
Grab it, and I just look at everyone's terribly, horribly sad faces. And I open my folder.
You open your folder.
I look at you.
look at how distraught all of you are, and also
You
want
look
to
at the
be
kobold
distraught.
curled in a fetal position.
Anything
What's
but
in mine?
vegetables.
In yours is an old picture of a former acquaintance of yours, one that you recognize very well, and it is just an old frayed photo. And on the other side, the figure goes, "Now, are you all a little bit happier with the situation? Can we move on?"
Definitely not happier.
What's stopping me from killing you right now?
Well,
Good point, Pat.
well, Patch, Mr. Patch, probably a thick pane of glass between you and I.
I will unload 3 shots into the glass.
Go ahead and roll me an attack.
Okay.
I step
Run.
back from the glass if I can as quickly as I
The
if I-
first one is a 12. The second one is a 10.
Run, are you alright?
And the third one is a 9. I was just rolled horribly.
You fire all 3 shots, and all 3 of them just pop, pop, pop. Nothing happens. It just sinks right into the glass. You don't even leave a mark in the glass.
I will flick out the ammunition chamber and just load another 3 into it, and then just point it right back up and just say, "Don't try me."
Mr. Patch, I would like to warn you that I mean business. Aloe, roll me a. I would say roll me a. What's your active or passive perception words?
My passive perception is a 15.
With 15, you get it. You feel like one of your pockets just got a little bit heavier.
Okay. I don't like that. She'll investigate. Sure, why not? It's like a big block of cheese in there now or something.
It's a fish.
You open your pocket to an empty vial of what seems to be arsenic.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Holy shit.
As I would like to say, the stakes have never been higher.
This is the worst.
Empty.
Patch
What
Patch
is going
will
on?
Patch will just go "Argh," and put his gun away and go and sit back down next to Aloe.
Do I have your attention, or would you like to play more shenanigans, Mr. Patch?
He'll just spit on the floor.
You have us loud and
Adorable.
clear. Now, what do you want?
Great. Now that I have your attention, I feel now we can discuss the matter at hand. I brought all of you here to perform a job. One simple, easy, everybody gets paid, gets to go home and enjoy the rest of their lives kind of job. How does that sound for everybody?
Does it matter?
Why, yes, I care about the happiness of my people. That is why.
I'm doubting that greatly.
I'll point at the door and be like, he's not allowed to sit on chairs.
Already worried about Leland. Let's
Dude,
go.
I-
I'm
what
writing
you
a
did?
firm letter to the
What did
Business
Leland do?
Bureau.
He couldn't have done anything that bad. He's in charge of the switches.
During his job interview, he lit the chair on fire. He is not allowed, and we don't even know how. He had nothing on him to light the chair on fire, and it was indeed on fire immediately after he sat down. So we do not let him in chairs in this room any longer.
Understandable.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
M seems to open the little slit one more time, and you guys see a small little document kind of like slide out and kind of like fly down and land on the floor in front of you. Please, if one of you would be kind enough to pick that up and gander at it and show your fellow classmates, that would be fantastic.
I will.
You look at it, and it's a picture. Don't mind the fingerprints because that part wouldn't come off for some reason. But you do notice on it, it is Talos. You guys know him as the Stormlord, who is a kind of a big deal around the continent of Alseria. He kind of graces everybody with a visit every 100 years. Your basic history check would tell you that like he is a very big deal in the town of Viraldis. He tends to come back every 100 years to grace a museum to speak to everybody and kind of like have like a big meet and greet with all of his fellow worshippers. You guys, I mean, you know a lot about him. He's not somebody to mess with.
Is he a god or is he?
He is a god.
Demigod? Okay.
Yep.
Run will slowly get up from the fetal position on the ground and just hold up the picture. Like, promise me this never happens.
Would you like to give me? I will make sure that never happens. But
And I get money. I want money. I really do want money.
One thing at a time, Run. One
I'll
thing.
give you the money, and
this
I'll call
can't
off
happen.
the veggie scales.
Please.
I will make sure. I will make sure they get no information on the orphanage. But I will say that veggie scales are a rough crowd, so better be careful, Mr. Rudd.
A gang of vegetables. There's nothing worse. I can't think of anything worse in my life. This
Pat
is
will just,
horrible.
They did.
Pat
They
will
are
turn
notorious.
to Aloe and be like, "Why is he going on about vegetables?"
Well, kobolds, they're not exactly the most educated.
This is I can't look at this. I go and like set it on the chair that I was sitting on before and pull out my tinder box and start to
make
try
sure
to light
this
it on
doesn't
fire.
Mr. Run, I would please ask you to not light something on fire in this room, as it has happened before, and we were not a fan last time.
Chair fire
I just
number 2.
imagine, have you ever seen a cat respond to a cucumber? I'm imagining it's the same sort of thing.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's okay. It's okay. It's a controlled flame. And I'm just trying to I'm just lighting this thing on fire on the chair specifically because they said that they got mad when you set a fire on chair. So.
Oh no.
You see the figure kind of like shake their head a little bit and like turn back to all of you. So, now that you know who the mark is, maybe I can tell you what you'll be taking from, well, if you don't know, the Royal Museum of Viraldis. All of you know is this museum is like probably one of the biggest museums in Viraldis. It is known for like their extravagant events. It is known for like holding high-end parties. And they have some of the most like priceless artifacts, and they do happen to host the 100-year annual greeting. I don't know why I said annual after that, but the annual greeting of Talos. They let him speak. They let him lecture in the main hall to everybody that wishes to attend. The figure looks back at all of you and says, "It's quite a simple job. Go in and take 2 things. I only will accept a job well done if you retrieve both items and bring them back to me at once. The first of the items, I do have a description for you, and that is the bow of Mielekki. It is Mielikki.
One more time.
Mielikki. That one should be on display, and that one should be a little easier for you to be able to retrieve. The other item I do not have a description of, but I do know where it is at. That would be on the 3rd floor of the museum, locked away in one of their most prized security rooms where they kind of keep all of the most expensive items. This one is going to be locked away in a chest, and your job is to retrieve said item from that chest.
Just any item out of the chest, in the locked chest?
You'll know when you see it. You'll know.
What's the security situation?
Security is going to be very tight. They have glyphs on lots of different parts of the building to ward off intruders. They have arcane locks on most of the displays, and I know the security guards carry around sending stones to be able to communicate with each other very quickly. The sending stones, I will give you this bit of information that we did get from one of our spies, is the sending stones do connect to a sending station, which will be held up in the security area, where there's one person that kind of relays information to everybody. I don't know if you know how sending stones work, but they do match up to identical sending stones. So, all of the sending stones in one location are most likely going to connect to all of the different security guards, so they can relay information very quickly.
So we need to take out the operator.
Most likely, yes. I don't have very much information, but I will give you everything I can.
What exactly is it you want with these items? I'm curious.
I am a collector, and these items are exactly what I need to finish off my collection.
Can I roll an insight check?
Absolutely.
18 plus 4, so 22.
With a DC of 20, you notice, looking at them, like their hand, you can see their hand just a little bit, or like their robe, and it looks like it's shaking just a tiny bit. Like it's kind of like as they're talking about it, either it's adrenaline or fear, but like something is like driving them to do this.
I'll say.
So,
what's got you so worried about it?
That is none of your concern, Mr. Patch.
may I ask you a blunt question?
Please.
Are you having your strings pulled by someone else as you are to us?
Miss Aloe, as I said to Mr. Patch, that is none of your concern. And it just kind of goes back to...
You said you cared about our happiness. It would do me a great service and a great deal of happiness to know that you as well are being shoved under someone's boot.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I'm not good at that.
A 6.
Yes.
I don't think I'm comfortable enough to share this information with you, but I really appreciate the gesture. And they stop.
Okay.
I'm assuming at this point I've started some sort of fire. So I kind of want to turn
He's got
and,
two
like,
little sticks. He's like,
I lit a
He's
fire.
not able to do it. I light it for him.
Thank you.
Nice.
I'll move over to this and be like, do we get some sort of payment first? Anything up front?
Because
the job's gonna get done. I know it's gonna get done, but I want some coin in my pocket before I go doing that.
Interesting. I feel like the motivation of a bunch of kobold-dressed broccoli pieces not beating up your family would be enough motivation for you.
I burned that already, so that's out of sight, out of mind.
No, that's not how that works.
I thought that's how it works.
You cannot think about it, but it might happen.
Nope, it's out of sight, out of mind. I would like some money. That'd be great.
I will pay you on a job complete. My motivation for you to do this job is that all of you get to walk away emotionally and physically intact.
You already ruined that part. Definitely not emotionally intact anymore. But okay.
He was in the fetal position.
I promise you, there will be no group of vegetables waiting to jump you after said excursion, as long as you complete the job.
Job will get done. Keep the veggies away.
I will do my best to keep you physically intact, Run.
Thank you.
Now, to the part that may make you a little more terrified. The only time that this item is going to be, either of these items are going to be accessible is during the commencement of the event, which means Mr. Talos will be on stage delivering his speech to everybody involved. That is going to be the only time that you will be able to retrieve either of these items.
So have you made this easier for us and possibly acquired tickets to this event?
You see, I'm very happy you asked, Aloe. You see a small, like little window kind of open, and you see like a cardboard box just get like shoved out, and it falls on the ground in front of you. Inside is going to be kind of a thieves starter kit for you all, at least for this specific job. It is not open. It is completely shut. But feel free to dig around, and then we can discuss what your next steps will be.
If you want me to look in it, guys, I can look in there.
Go look
Be
in it.
my guest, Run.
All
Go
right.
for it, Run.
To dive into just like opening it up.
You open it up. Inside, you see one waiter's outfit. And then you also see sort of like what seems to be kind of like a compressed, like it looks like a crossbow, but with like a tube around it. Kind of looks like a gun. Forgot you have guns. Yeah, it looks like a gun. It looks like a t-shirt cannon almost. Like if you had to like
nice
t-shirt cannon. I love it.
Potato
Interesting.
This device is only to be used in extreme emergencies. And if you happen to be facing off with Mr. Talos, you will have one shot to buy yourselves time.
What is it?
You will find out when you fire it.
I like smell it. And then
I'm gonna look at
Patch.
Patches, and then I'm gonna look at Run and like do like this. I don't want him to take it and shoot it at the glass.
Oh.
Like,
I like smell it,
low-key.
and I like smell it and go to hand it to Patch. I see you, and I'm like, I offer it to you.
I don't want it. Give it to your big friend.
Put it in your bag.
Put it in the bag.
Goes in the bag. Got it, just in there.
Hatch is just shaking his head.
That's
He's
lost
just-
forever now.
So much junk in there.
There is so much.
So
do you-
you're
Oh, go ahead.
sending us on a mission without telling us what this is for?
This is for me to hold on to and for you to find out. My main concern is that all of you get the items out of there. That is all the concern you need. I appreciate everybody's silence in this crazy adventure that all of you are going to take. The only other part I would offer you is to say that you all will be paid handsomely when you finish said job.
If we
but
don't
you
die.
That is the challenge.
Can I ask you another blunt question?
I like blunt questions. Yes.
I love this.
If given the chance to be rid of this person that I assume has your puppet strings, would you take it?
Why, yes, I would.
Is that something we can assist with? Perhaps we can do each other a favor.
Finish this job, and I think that will come very quickly.
Interesting.
Atlas got a hammer. She just hit the nail on the head right there.
She's just thinking, how do I get the hell out of this? Well, let's just cut the strings from the top and then everything else will crumble.
Cutting the strings will be something that will happen very easily if you obtain both items that I need.
You're not bothered with us helping ourselves while we're there?
Oh, yes. If you would like to take whatever you would like while you're there, absolutely. I encourage it.
Good.
I like how you think. That's a good idea.
Do we have any time to prepare, or is this a we are leaving now?
You have the night.
When is the event?
Tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Tomorrow morning. It will be bright and early as the museum opens at 8 a.m.
And when does it close?
5 p.m.
Is
When
there
do
a
you need
library
items
nearby?
Is there anything else in that box?
Yeah.
That was all that was in that box. Is one waiter costume and that gun. A library. We do have a small collection of books behind in one of our poker rooms that we've turned into. Library. The only other place I would know nearby that would have one would be the Viraldis Public Library, but I do believe that it is closed at this time of night. The museum has one.
Patches, can you open up the library for me?
That is going to be a problem. You are not allowed to bring weapons past the security checkpoint at the beginning of the door. They do check for weapons and any strange items.
In the
They
museum?
do, yes, and they do full pat downs at the entrance. As you guys enter, they do have a check-in area where they check in all of the weapons and items on your right-hand side as you walk in the front doors.
Can I do like a knowledge history? So basically what I'm wanting to do, or what Alo's trying to learn, is she wants to know what's special about these items. We have the name of the bow, so she's wanting to know if there's any sort of lore in regards to that, or if it's like some sort of special item, if it does anything cool.
Roll me a history check.
D&D Beyond is great, but it has the slowest specials.
yes, it is.
The slowest. 9. I rolled a
9. From your base history, you know that name was one of the people that fought Talos back in like the old days of the Fight of the Gods. That bow was somebody that Talos destroyed, and that is all that's known. Is that bow was tied to that person.
What?
So and going back to the thing you said about the scan, you said it was on the right hand side that will be scanning weapons.
The right hand side is where they store the weapons. There's a room where they store the weapons and items. Okay. As you walk in, there will be security guards ready to pat everyone down that enters the premises.
Okay. And would I have seen Run's bag, like, you know, that big weapon? Would I have just seen it like vanish into the bag?
That's a good question, Run.
Oh, I wasn't hiding anything. I'm pretty open about having the bag. I've gone in there a few times now.
You have to be careful in there. You don't want to.
Yeah,
It's got a system.
That's what Grov's for. That's what Grov's for. I'll turn around and like act
while
like
everyone's. Oh, sorry.
So I was gonna say I'll act like M's not there and be like, I'm a little concerned. They gave us clothes, and they're saying they're gonna pay us a lot. They gave us one set of clothes. I don't think they have money. I think they're just lying to us. So And just kind of being open about it. Like I know that M's not there, is there, but I'm thinking that M's not there.
Do you have a layout of the museum so we know how to get in?
Absolutely.
Other than just the entrance.
You see, you see, in front of you on the big pane of glass, like it lights a little pamphlet kind of comes out for it too, but you do see it lights up. This is the layout of the first floor. You will be entering in from. Oh boy, I can't use a pointer on this. You will be entering in from where all of the counters are at the front. Actually, I think I can't. Nope.
The south side.
Well, I can see where the check-in room
yes.
is, so I'm assuming. we're
Yes.
entering.
All of those counters are where you have to get by to get into the onto the floor itself. On the left side is the employment office, where all of the waiters and waitresses and they kind of get together and kind of decide what jobs they're working, decide where their posts are, and then various exhibits around the museum on the first floor. There are 2 stairways behind the podium where Talos will be giving his speech. They are off limits at the moment, as they are only reserved for VIP guests that are on the second floor to have a personal meet and greet with Talos after the speech.
You wouldn't happen to have a list of the VIP guests, would you?
We did, until our spy was killed, getting that information. So we do not have that information any longer. This is a very tight-knit event. This is something that once you enter, I cannot guarantee your safety.
That's all right. I probably have tickets at home. Can I please, while he's like doing all of this and explaining that, can I please use detect thoughts and read his surface thoughts, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Is it a DC save or is it?
Just to read his surface thoughts is no. Is he within 30 feet of the glass, or is he kind of moving back? Yeah.
So 30 feet.
I can initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature and what's on his mind at that moment, and then as an action, so I just wanted to see that to begin with, and then I can shift deeper, and then it's a wisdom save.
Go ahead.
So you don't need it. Yeah.
Hang on 1 second. I just need to make sure one thing.
This was
quickly.
a cool spell to cast. This was clever.
It definitely is. Cool. So as you go ahead to detect thoughts, you get nothing. You get absolutely nothing.
Nothing. So even just so I don't bother probing then to let him know that I'm trying if I don't even get his base thoughts.
I will say this though, with using that, something you do get is usually casting the spell has to detect like the best way to put it is another life form.
Yeah.
It did not latch onto anything when you casted that spell. There was no life form to cast it out. So just to give you that information.
Okie
dokie. And is there anything else you guys want to ask? I can move on to the second floor if you all would like.
I just have one more question about the check-in process. How thorough is the pat down?
It depends on who is working at what post.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are very, very nice and they kind of just give you that smile and a thumbs up and let you pass, or sometimes they get very intimate and personal. Really depends on who is working.
It's like Comic-Con. Got it. Okay.
Comic-Con? What is
Never mind. You wouldn't understand.
Fair enough. Interested, but
it's a convention for the comets.
Would the waiter of our group be able to bring a bag in with them?
The waiter would be able to go into the employment area and check in there. They do not search you as you go in that area.
Whoever goes in as the...
It's okay. We can have more than one as a waiter, or even just as guests. We'll be fine.
Whoever goes in as the waiter should take the bag of holding.
I got plenty of outfits, so we might be able to get something. Right down.
Are they all kobold sized? Just on your person,
no.
just tiny?
No, I got some for Gruff too. We're good.
I will warn you, there is an ID badge, like a nameplate attached to the waiter outfit I gave you. It has the last name McGinley on it. They take down all of the names of their employees to make sure that they have the right personnel in the right areas. They only take the names, though. They do not take descriptions. So if you are clever enough, you possibly may be able to get in and convince them that you are said waiter or waitress. If not, I will indeed miss you.
Did you kill McGinley?
You
I'm
said
sorry.
that there is a like a section for the employees inside.
If they find out
Yes.
we're lying, do they kill
So
us?
then why not have one of us go in as the wait staff, go into there and collect more uniforms and then get them to us?
You could possibly do that. If you collect more uniforms, you would have to take them off of other people. Because the thing they look for is the nameplate to make sure it matches up with the employee registry they have.
So we steal nameplates.
I want to
This guy killed McGinley, I'm telling
just
you now.
quickly cast
Maybe.
disguise self on myself, and I turn into a full waiter, but I look exactly like Elo.
You
Wow.
hear
We
on the
can
other
be twins.
Well, now we have two.
This is good. That's good. We gotta make some nameplates. I'm gonna like study the nameplate and just kind of looking at it.
I've got the same nameplate as what's written on the thing, so at least you could have.
The
I
McGinley.
look
twin.
exactly the same as
McKin-
Aloe.
I like it. I like it. Clever thinking.
What
Yeah,
about
you-
the second floor?
Or anyone, I mean, and then I change my face to Patch.
You see Patch just
But I still have
like,
Aloe's body.
does a double. You see Patch just like
Oh,
Patch just kind of puts his hand like this and is just not looking at Zarissa at all.
Awkward.
on the second floor, M puts up another like diagram in front of you guys, and you also have this personally in maps on your
Yes,
personal
I saw
section.
that.
But
Gotcha.
To the
the
back.
private event, yes, there are bathrooms. There's supposed to be doorways connecting to this hallway, but for some reason, Incarnate did not want to work with me. But
Is there
so
any windows that we can see either?
the problem with this building, it is not up to code, and there are not very many windows.
It is not up to code.
There-
I love it.
There is, however, I do not have a floor plan for the third floor, but that is where you will be finding one of the items. That floor has a terrace that connects to the outside, but it is also heavily guarded. Any eagle we sent through to kind of scan the perimeter, we clocked in at least 5 to 6 guards waiting on that terrace. It does connect to the inside, but we have not been able to do anything about getting any kind of idea of what security waits on the third floor.
How convenient that the one floor we need to get to is the one floor you do not have plans for.
Who's the organizer of this event?
The organizer is a young lady who is the curator of the museum. Their name is Bristol, Curator Bristol, who is about a 5.5 foot high elf with brown hair, and you will see her running around with should be like a tuxedo looking kind of uniform on as the host, but at the same time they are also the one in charge of all the artifacts and basically the person that puts the museum together on the daily, runs the daily operations.
Wouldn't happen to have a photo of them, would you, with all your photographs?
Ooh, I would happen to have a photo.
Thank you. That
give me-
comes in handy.
You with all of
Absolute-
the photographs.
Absolutely.
How convenient.
There is a photo of Bristol.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Here is something I need to tell you. This is based on our spies' research, just to make sure you guys are completely and utterly ready for anything that happens. When you get to the chest, there are a series of locks and mechanisms to get in. We don't know everything about it, but I will give you the base information that we do understand about everything. One of the things that one of our spies learned was that one of the doors to get in requires a phrase. We don't know what the phrase is. We don't know who has the phrase, but we do know that that is one of the things that you will have to overcome to get into the door. Another thing that I will warn you about is when our spy heard them discussing the origins of the highly guarded treasure, there is a specific way to discover which is the treasure you're looking for, because it is very, very heavily protected. Somebody has the specific totem needed to figure out or distinguish which treasure in the vault is the one you're looking for. We do not know who carries the totem, but we do know that somebody on the security staff carries that totem. Your best bet is to find and try and figure it out from their security chief, Samson the Centaur.
Oh no.
I hope you did not try to bring nets to this, because nets are very odd to throw at centaurs. Just a bit of background information.
What was the security guard's name again?
Samson. Samson. Let me actually pull out the docket we have for Samson.
Run will have like a little pad of paper and it's like writing stuff down. Like M says, we will know the treasure when we find it. Also, super confusing to find the treasure we're looking for. Got it. All right.
Need totem. Totem, underlined.
Wish y'all could see my notes right now. They're wild.
Damn.
My notes are wild every time.
I will say this.
Tricks.
You can find out the treasure without the totem, but it will be very, very difficult to do without the totem.
Duly noted.
I will warn you, there are many, many safeguards in place that are controlled by the museum to stop people from breaking in. So just a heads up, I mean, you will definitely experience glyphs, you'll experience clever traps, the whole 9 yards to stop anybody from getting this. But when you find it and when you bring it back, you will never have to worry about doing another thieving job for the rest of your lives, I promise.
Boring.
Boring. Well, I can hire you for many more jobs after this.
I'm not a thief, so that sounds
You
great
have a lot
to me.
of jobs coming down here.
Is the slot still open that M was putting things through?
Yeah, there's a little slot in there.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of just like lean up against the wall that the glass that it's on while everyone's talking, and just slowly like drop ball bearings through it, just like one at a time.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Okay, we'll try that.
Why?
He's
24.
like, that's fine.
A what?
24.
Oh my god, yeah. You hear them like you hear them hit the ground on the other side. Like you slide them in very cleverly.
Do I see this?
Yeah, you all hear ball bearings hit the ground. Like this is definitely not covered up, but you don't see him drop them in. Like that part is definitely like they could just be falling from this mail slot, but you do hear.
I also act like surprised every time I hear that noise, like looking around.
What is that noise coming from?
Just one, like every few seconds, I put another one through.
You see, like M is just kind of looking all over the place a bit, like trying to figure out what's going on.
What's
What is
that?
noise?
I don't know. You got a leak in here, M. Something's happening.
A leak.
I
That
guess. I don't know.
is terrifying.
Leek, the ultimate combatant.
It's just a vegetable.
I'm gonna die.
Other than this, getting to the top floor and getting to the bow are going to be two very difficult challenges that you are going to have to decipher how to do inside the museum. The only other piece of information I'll give you is that the security and the curator might have more information to help you decipher some of these traps, but you're going to have to play a very strong con game to get some of this information from people. I wish all of you the best of luck, and I hope that we get to meet again in the very near future. And
Where are we staying? Where are you putting us up for the night?
Leland will take you to your room directly after this conversation.
Perfect. Also, one last question. How big is the fire right now?
The fire is getting out. You see Leland like kick the door in with like water and just like pouring. I'm sorry, I'm doing my best. And I'm like, Leland, please, if you could please. He's like, I'll be right back, please. And he runs back to go get more water.
What were
I
you doing
use
with
shape
those ball
water
bearings?
cantrip to get the fire out. I don't want Leland in trouble.
Aw.
I helped him start the fire. I helped him put it out.
Leland's setting fires on chairs again. What is he doing?
We're gonna have to banish him sooner or later.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Start
Leland-
fire.
Leland comes running back in the room and like goes to pour more water, doesn't see it, and it's like, wow,
I got you.
You did. You are You are incredibly nice. I am forever in your debt. And he pulls out a light switch and hands it to you. Would you like one of my personal light switches?
Thank you, Leland. I appreciate it. Would you like to grab a drink with me after this?
Nobody ever invites me to drinks because I am very uncomfortable to be around sometimes, but I am very excited to do this with you.
It still smells overwhelmingly like apple pie. Like
I bask in this glory every day.
Oh my
Um,
god, these are the best.
Emma looks at all of you and goes, please prepare yourselves for tomorrow, and I hope that all of you make it out unscathed. And then you see like a goodbye, and then like you see like little fireworks kind of like shoot off. Like it's very theatrical on this side now. And nobody trips though. There's no falling. Nothing happens. It's just goodbye. And then you see the figure just kind of vanish. Leland goes,
oh, sorry.
if there's any more information that you request, I have been approved by M to let you know anything you may or may not need. So please do not be afraid to ask me as you prepare tonight for your adventure.
I want to
Will
run
do.
up and knock on the glass. There was no monster behind here, Leland. You lied. I am banging on it.
Sometimes it is not. This is the most calm version of the conversations I've seen. You bang on the glass and you don't hear anything. Nothing's on the other side. It just looks really dark now. I wish I had information as to what is on the other side of the glass, but nobody ever tells me. I'm not paid enough for this. And he looks a little sad because he's not in the inner loop.
Aw.
Big sad.
Right away, I will take you all to your shared room in the bar. And
Shared.
bunk beds for everybody. Yes.
How much of the chair is left?
The chair is a smoldering pile of ash. There is no chair left.
No chair left? Okay.
There's 4 chairs and one is just gone.
Okay. Gotcha.
Leland, I'm not a bed type. I don't even know what that is. Do you have other rooms here? I'm more than happy to pay my way.
Yes, we do have one extra spare room that does happen to have a king-size bed in it, a very large bed, and then the rest of the beds, there are 6 bunk beds in the room we prepared for all of you. So
I'll take
No,
I'll
Let's
take
all
the
share
large.
that one.
No,
The
I'm
one
gonna.
bunker.
I take the king room. I'll take the king room, please.
because you've been so nice to me, I will not charge you anything for the king-size bed.
My heart. You are so sweet. And I give him like a little on the cheek.
Oh, nobody has touched me in years. This is the nicest thing happened to me in a very long. Wow. Oh,
Zarissa, you're going to kill our friend.
You're
I'm
going.
sorry.
oh, I am in love. Let us go. And starts
I am
making
in love. And just leaves.
You see a
Oh
bit
my
of
God.
happiness as he's going. Just,
Oh, no.
Billy's gonna brutally kill this guy. Just be careful. Just be
I
careful.
would never kill Leland. He is my MVP. He guides you to your guys' rooms. At this moment, everybody at home and everybody playing, I will let everyone take a 5-minute break to go do anything you need, and then when we come back, I will let you guys plan, and then we will go right to the heist. So everybody at home, I hope you guys enjoy for the moment. We will be back to you in exactly 5 minutes. So if you are watching on YouTube, skip ahead 5 minutes and we'll be right back. If you are watching on Twitch, we love you. We'll see you in a minute.
Is that a ball bearing?
Hey there! Are you looking for a new D&D podcast to add to your listening lineup? Then check out The Ring of Contrarians. Start with the world-shattering adventures of the Rift Wars in Season 1, or join the dungeon-delving shenanigans of the Dungeons of Faerun in Season 2. New episodes go live on the 8th, 16th, and 24th of every month wherever you listen to podcasts, and on YouTube. Keep updated on Facebook and Twitter at Of Contrarians, and join the adventure with The Ring of Contrarians! Hey there! Are you looking for a new D&D podcast to add to your listening lineup? Then check out The Ring of Contrarians. Start with the world-shattering adventures of the Rift Wars in Season 1, or join the dungeon-delving shenanigans of the Dungeons of Faerun in Season 2. New episodes go live on the 8th, 16th, and 24th of every month wherever you listen to podcasts, and on YouTube. Keep updated on Facebook and Twitter at Of Contrarians, and join the adventure with The Ring of Contrarians!
Wow.
Oh, hello everybody. Let me get all those people out of there for a second. My name is Billy. If you are enjoying this awesome Twitch stream or YouTube video or whatever awesome thing you're watching at the moment, I hope that you would check out our other awesome content and the stuff we have coming up. I know on Monday, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, we have Scotland Park back with Joe as the DM. And a ton of really awesome characters that are going to be a part of that one. On Tuesday, you are going to join us for a horror adventure for Camp Clearwater, hosted by our DM, Sep. That starts at 6 p.m. Eastern. On Friday, we will continue the shenanigans we have going on at To Kill a God, and that one starts at 5 p.m. Eastern. And besides that, we have a lot more projects coming, and a Heavenly Heist, which is what you are watching now, should continue next Sunday as well for a part 2. So if you're very excited for the content that we are putting out, go and please let us know in the comments, let us know in the stream, and be a part of the conversation. Join our Discord. We have a lot of really cool things going on in there. We're putting games together, and we like to bring on new members all the time. So if you are interested in sitting down at the game with us and you want to be on one of these awesome streams that we put together, we would love to have you. Go in the Discord, join the conversation. Besides that, I really am happy that everybody has enjoyed themselves and enjoyed the stream. We love talking to everybody, and I hope you stick around for the future of Tales of Initiative. We have a lot more content coming and a lot more great times along the way. You may see some really special episodes coming very soon and some really great projects that we have. Consider this a network of D&D and TTRPGs. So if you're enjoying what you see now, you will enjoy it way into the future, as we have a lineup already slated all the way for, God, I want to say about a year in advance. We are very ahead of the game. So stick around for the awesome stuff we have coming. And maybe, just maybe, we have something very special for Halloween as well. I hope that all of you are having a good time, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of A Heavenly Heist Part 1 with all of us, as we continue to figure out what is going to happen to this very chaotic group of heisters. One more ad spot, and then we're going to be right back, everybody. Thank you for watching, and if you do enjoy us, please do not skip these ads. These ads are for actually our fellow people in the group, and not for people, not D&D related stuff. So this is only the stuff that we approve and we enjoy.
Hey there! Are you looking for a new D&D podcast to add to your listening lineup? Then check out The Ring of Contrarians. Start with the world-shattering adventures of the Rift Wars in Season 1, or join the dungeon-delving shenanigans of the Dungeons of Faerun in Season 2. New episodes go live on the 8th, 16th, and 24th of every month wherever you listen to podcasts, and on YouTube. Keep updated on Facebook and Twitter at Of Contrarians, and join the adventure with The Ring of Contrarians!
Hello, everybody! And we are almost back. Well, before we get everybody back, how y'all feeling so far? Y'all feeling okay?
Terrified.
Doing great. Slightly stressed, but it's good.
I was sweating like a crazy person, so I had to take that hood off.
Yeah.
I decided to eat a haichu, and I mistimed how long it would take me to eat it.
Oh no, that's alright. I'm gonna quickly shove my face in some TV.
Oh, yeah, I've been eating the whole time, but I just keep cleaning up like Run's eating. So We're good.
That is the fastest I have ever eaten a hamburger.
Let's go!
hamburger.
That's impressive. God.
My husband was like, I made you this cheeseburger, and I'm like, sweet, I got 5 minutes.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Already.
regret that later, probably, but
Yeah, it's okay, man. I get it. Retail. I understand that wholeheartedly.
yeah.
You guys are all led to your rooms. I hope everyone is good and back. They open the king size bedroom to you, Zarissa, and the rest of you. You are opened to what looks like some really oddly put together, like old camp stuff. These bunk beds are made out of like they look like they have some carvings that said like lightning was here, or like just some real ridiculous things all over it. The room is not that well put together. It looks like they don't really rent this one out very often. The beds are not really made that well. It kind of looks like they just threw everything together. The king size bedroom is, however, put together very well. It does look like somebody lived there. It looks like you see pictures of Leland all over the walls, Arissa. And then all you see cool photos of him
Have
posing.
they only just been put
Later
up?
in the night, you're gonna notice eyes moving in one of the photos. He's like watching you sleep.
Can you tell? Are they like all stick figures that have been recently drawn in the last 5 minutes?
No, it looks like they do look recently hanged. They do look like they he does have a lot of shots of him in a very cool white fedora. And he is he's posing. He's got some really cool gunshots. And showing off his calves in some of them. And the room is completely open. But the bed's made perfectly. There's a little chocolate on the pillow too.
Oh,
Yep.
Heck yeah.
perfect. I help myself to the chocolate and I make my way back down to the bar for a drink.
Immediately.
I bring a clean glass.
Okay, awesome. And then you just hurt the bartender's feelings completely. But you had right there.
But isn't that Leland too?
Yeah, he's brokenhearted. He watched you immediately grab this clean glass and start heading towards. He's cleaning one out as you're heading back there. He's just drops it on the floor. What do you guys do? What's going on in the bunk bedroom?
Patch just throws his bag down, takes off his weapons and his coat, and just slumps onto one of the beds with a big sigh.
I'd like to assume as soon as he slumps, I'm just kind of standing next to the bed. So you shoot stuff. How are we getting in? How are we? I can get things out. How do we find this stuff? I'm just kind of standing. I'm standing right next to the bed.
You right next to Patch.
Yeah. You lay down slumped, and I'm just kind of standing there.
I was hoping to spend my evening studying and seeing if I can't recall some of the history regarding these items or the museum itself, just because it may become of use, or the items themselves may become of use. Or, since we're already there stealing some, there may be another item in the museum that we could use. So I will probably spend most of my evening researching.
I like that. That's good.
If you, Alosha, if you spend your night researching, I will give you I will let you do a history check throughout the night with advantage to see if you get anything.
We need a plan. So
I'm gonna jump up on one of the top bunks. Because I can.
I love it. Yeah, we need a plan.
Is a box jump? Straight from the top, straight from the bottom, box jump, feet straight to the top bunk.
No,
yeah.
just when you push up to sit down on them.
No, I know, but I pictured, I pictured just 2 feet straight to the top
one
of the
that can
bunk.
get up there.
So with advantage, my history check would have been an 18.
18. You will find out at the next morning. You will find out what you've learned in the morning. Endra, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Okay, hold on.
Jumps up on the bunk, it falls and crushes it.
How tall are these bunks? I'm not
Not that tall. They're just extremely flimsy.
19.
Okay. The bed doesn't break.
Thank goodness.
Yep.
Thank goodness.
Considering Patch was underneath it.
You do not want to kill him. That would suck.
You landed gracefully.
The guns will go off.
Yeah.
It's not the bed that kills him; it's his weapons.
Well,
So
we
should we
know
get planning
that I do have an idea, though I don't know if Zarissa would be up for it. Since we still have the files, right, that we were given in regards to like the map and the people and all
Yep.
that.
Mhm.
So we have an image of what the curator looks like, and we've already seen that she can kind of transform herself. Perhaps she can make herself the curator.
That'd be good.
And
Well, let's
then
go
that'll
talk-
be an
let's go
easy
talk
way to
to-
get us in, because I'm assuming if she's the one in charge of the event, no one's going to question who she lets in.
Zarissa
And then
asked
we
for the
don't have to
photograph for
worry
a very
about-
good reason.
Then we don't have to worry about being wait staff or being in a certain location or whatever. But that's assuming she's good at what she does and we've just met her.
Yeah.
So
And if she
it's
runs
a gamble.
into the real one, then we're kind of screwed.
Well, a good thing is it's a gamble, but if it works, it could be a very big payoff, because even if it's concluded that she's not the real one, they don't know what she actually looks like.
She could just.
So she could
change
just
it.
come back as herself or as whoever, and it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't affect her at all.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we go
Or
speak to her?
We could even say
downstairs?
that the other one is an imposter, and maybe
Huh.
she's very charming and good at
Mm.
convincing people of that, because that could also be fun.
So
I'm just
is-
brainstorming.
No, it's good.
Is Larissa
that.
downstairs having a drink?
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Patch will stand up and say, "Let's go get a drink downstairs with Larissa, and we can talk about this at a table."
All right.
Do we want
I'll
to
follow
talk
Patch down.
down there about this? I'm assuming not everyone who's maybe down there is going to know what we're up to.
We don't have
I'll-
to make it too apparent.
I say, "I'll go look and see what it's like down there, if it's busy or not." Patch will.
I want to go. I'll follow you, Patch.
Okay, yeah, Pat. So is it busy downstairs? Is it?
You pop open. We'll cut over to Zarissa real quick to give you an idea. Zarissa, you are walking up. You're approaching the bar at this point. You clean your glass out. Leland goes, "Oh, you brought your own."
It's just from the room upstairs.
No. Oh, wait. Where from the room upstairs? Was it?
And this beautiful glass.
He
And
turns it over.
I've pulled like ornate vase off of the walls, and I've cleaned it out, and it's like, I don't know, beautiful, like a goblet.
Can you roll me an investigation check really quickly?
Oh God, is it like an urn? Are there asses in there? Can you roll me an investigation?
She's drinking people.
I haven't drunk out of anything out of it yet.
No, you're good. Just roll me. I just want to base.
no.
I hope it's an urn.
It's okay. 16 minus 1, 15.
With a 15, you see a gold inscription on the outside of it that says, "Dearly beloved Mother Leland."
No.
Oh.
Oh no!
Looks at it, and Leland looks back at you, and he goes, "Ah, yes, the."
No. What?
That was not a drinking glass. That was my mother.
Oh my gosh.
Why was it an open container?
Because I like to cuddle with it sometimes.
Leland!
Ah!
I'm sorry!
Please just give me the base. Just give me the urn, please.
I give it to him straight away. I hand it over to him. It's like polished clean.
So much for your future
I
of mutant
know.
babies.
Please give me a moment. I need a moment to go. He just runs in the back room where the bar's
No.
at.
You drank his mom.
Can I please reach over the bar and grab a glass and a bottle of wine?
Absolutely. There's nobody tending this bar anymore. There's no check for this. You can easily grab both.
I grab 2 and I go to a table.
You start walking away here.
my
Yeah,
God.
you walk over to the bar table.
That's awesome.
Do we walk in to Zarissa?
When did we come in?
Sitting down.
So there's not a lot of people like in the bar. The bar's not that busy. It seems like they're kind of leaving because nobody's really getting them drinks at this point. And they're kind of like, no, you just see like a lot of elves and orcs and like just a big mix of people. But it's getting later in the night, so they start kind of walking out, filing their way out. What do you guys do? You see Zarissa just like helped herself to a bottle of wine, very clearly, like it wasn't hard to see. And you see Leland run off in the back, and she's sitting over at a table by herself.
I shot up the stairs saying, "It's all right. It's pretty empty." And then
The three people in the bar are like, what are we?
Yeah, we're not empty. And he's like, shut up, man.
Patch just looks at them like, come on. As he sits down at the table with Zarissa, he goes, "Yeesh, what's up with Leland over there? What was that about?"
I accidentally flushed his mother down the sink. Mother's
Zarissa.
ashes.
You what?
I'm dead.
Pardon?
You see for the first time that you have known Patch, since you've known Patch, you see a small grin just cracks on his face, just like he's like trying to hold in a laugh, like he's trying to hold it in.
It's
I
not
rinsed.
funny.
I rinsed his mother's ashes down the sink.
Patch just uncorks the bottle of wine and pours you a full glass and just hands it to you.
The glass is gone.
He pours another one and just keeps handing them. He says,
Oh no.
Oops.
Oh no.
Oh well.
anyway.
Well, Runs, should we head down as well?
You see him just like kind of digging through his bag. Yeah, we could go down there, I guess. Hopefully they haven't caused too much trouble. Graf normally needs me to make sure she doesn't cause trouble, but I think she'll be all right.
So, how did you two come to be a team? You're rather
opposites?
There's no nice way of saying it, so I'm just gonna let you finish the sentence. In your own mind.
we're opposites. Yeah, that's kind of what brought us to work together. Like, I do all the thinking, she does all the punching, and that's how it works. I keep everything and carry everything.
Thinking.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I do the thinking.
I have no doubt I will be surprised.
Yeah. I have a lot of surprises up my sleeves. I don't wear sleeves, but I have a lot of surprises up them. You'll see. It'll be fun. We could go down there. I normally, I guess you're about the same height. Are you like the same height or close to a similar height? Are you shorter?
She's 5'2".
Oh, never mind. I'm 3 foot tall. Never mind. I'm way shorter than you. I guess I can't ride on your back down there, right? I gotta walk. Do I have to walk down there? I generally don't walk very much.
Unfortunately, I'm not very strong.
Unfortunate. All right, I guess I'll walk. We can go down there.
Go see.
She's so annoyed with me already. I'm okay.
All right. We'll head down and we'll see them drinking wine and Patch trying not to laugh.
Patch is also just sharing the bottle. He's just like glugging it down.
She'll just sit down at the table and are there enough glasses for all of us? Because if not, then she's gonna go get some.
There's only one glass.
Yeah, that's only one. You can totally. Leland's not back. Bar's wide open. You can take what you need.
Awesome. I'm gonna go to the bar and just make myself at home.
How upset was Leland? Because I did need to talk to him, and if he's gone, that's a problem.
How far away is Leland right now?
Well, everyone roll me a perception check.
Okay.
If I could get one nice roll, it would be great.
That's an 11.
16.
Yeah, I got an 11.
Oh, 5.
Anybody over a 15, you hear loud sobs in the back of the bar. You hear like with a 15, you kind of hear like the drainage system, like you hear like a heavy stop almost, like a boom, and you hear "I'm coming, Mom," and just like a lot of stuff going on back there. But anyone under a 15? You just see like the water looks like it stopped. Like anything that was pouring, like it stopped for the moment.
He stopped the system so he could go get his mom. When we hear that, Match just hands the bottle, the entire bottle, to Zarissa.
It was a mistake. I was.
Where's his mom? Is his mom in the sink? I'm very.
Zarissa, do you care to
No, I
explain to them what happened?
I didn't kill his mum. She was dead already.
Wait, I didn't even ask that. Why'd you lead with you didn't kill her? I didn't even ask that. Did you kill mom? Leland's mom? That makes me think you killed Leland's mom. You shouldn't start conversations like that. That scares me. Patch, did she kill his mom?
She didn't kill his mom.
In a way.
This is the worst. I don't understand.
I saw a fancy glass.
I'm sorry.
And that's the end. That's the end. I saw a fancy glass and I made a mistake. And
killed his mom. That's wild. I don't generally do that.
He had his
If
mom
I
in an
glasses,
open
I
glass.
drink them. I don't kill people with them.
She's not drinking out of it, is she?
Are you?
No, I'm not drinking out of it currently.
Are you using the murder weapon to drink with?
No, didn't Leland take
horrible.
Oh yeah. He grabbed it and is like, you don't know what's going on.
How big is the bar?
It's probably like I would say like 15 feet long. Like it's not the biggest bar in the world, but like it kind of rounds around the corner as well, and that's like another like probably 7 feet. There's a lot of tables and stuff all over the place though. So seating is very sparse. Like there's a lot of seating here, but the bar is not crazy big.
I feel like I should go and apologize, but I think I'm only going to make it worse. Not sure.
I think let him dig his mom out the drain first, and then we can talk to him just now.
There was what's left. I thought it was dust.
Krav, what's going on? What did we walk into? I didn't think we were murdering people. I thought we were stealing something.
No one's gotten murdered. No one's gotten murdered.
I promise I didn't murder anyone today.
Yet.
You guys all are saying this, and what's going on outside of your table is the patrons are very nervous and getting up and like leaving. Like you see, like a lot more people are like, "I think it's time to get out of here." Yeah, yep, right out. We're leaving. And we're
not being quiet about this at all.
They put a lot of money on the tables and they are gone. Like you guys have almost emptied the bar out at this point.
Good.
Lovely. So quiet.
Well, now we can get talking about plans, I suppose.
I guess.
What does everyone think of this whole situation?
Aloe will come back with a couple more glasses and sit back at the table with everyone.
Zarissa scooches just quickly and runs to the bar, grabs another bottle because she's already almost finished this bottle and she doesn't know how she's going to be able to share it out.
Zarissa, exactly how talented are you in regards to changing your appearance?
I can do it. I can change my appearance. It takes a moment to realize I'm not who I am.
Could you look like her? And she's going to open that file with the picture of the curator and push it towards Zarissa.
Yeah, I can look like anyone. Or anything. And all of my stuff gets turned into the thing too, so I could be packed up with weapons and it would just turn into a regular waiter's suit. Or her outfit, whatever.
Interesting.
I think that could be a possible
I can also do this,
aim.
and I reach out and I touch who's sitting next to me. Or has everyone moved away, like, and around? Because it's getting...
No, I mean,
Patches
Aloe's
is
sitting at the
now.
table.
Yeah, I was sitting next to you as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Patches is invisible.
Oh.
Whoa. He looks at us
well,
like...
Aloe freaks for a second, but hears him speak and then calms. So he's clearly
He's
still
there. I pat him on the back, and you can hear, like, a pat.
Hello.
Well, that might be a very
It's
useful...
not his back, it's the back of his head.
That might be a useful trick to use on Patches or Indra. If you could be the curator, I and myself and Run are easily the least intimidating of our group.
I think it'd be a little hard for me to blend in.
That's why you being invisible might be beneficial. But if you're the curator, you could easily have hired me to be the physician on staff to tend to the guards when needed, etc., etc.
Yeah, we will need to change your outfit, but absolutely.
What's wrong with my outfit?
High class event.
But I'm a
Dress our
surgeon.
I'm a surgeon.
Coming to an event.
Yes, but I'm going there to work, right? The poor and the rich, they all bleed the same.
Well, that's the way to look at it.
I've got a lot of outfits if we need a lot of outfits. If you want something fun or
What outfits have
fancy,
you got?
I've got some fancy stuff too.
What do you have, little man?
Well, that was
boy.
mean. Are you killing people too? Hanging out with this one over here a little too much. Start digging through the bag and just pulling out like clothes. I do have.
Oh.
I have a set of common clothes, costume clothes, fine clothes, traveler clothes, a disguise kit, bunch of that jazz. All the clothes. that you
D&D
could possibly-
pretty dress-up edition.
Yeah, I just started putting on different clothes.
Wow.
And some of them are
For
like
the next hour choosing our costumes.
some of them are like for my size, but some of them are like for like Endra's size and stuff like that. So there's just an array of clothes that I start pulling out in the middle of the bar, I guess.
It's empty.
Perfect.
Does
Leland's
anyone
not
else
even
have
there.
any other plans as to how we might get in, or does everyone feel comfortable with that idea?
I think.
Because now is the time to brainstorm. No idea is a bad idea. Well, no, that's not true. Many ideas are bad ideas, and you probably will have bad ideas, but your bad ideas will lead to me having a good idea, so don't worry.
That was a lot.
Ron, that was a lot of words. What is that getting at?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Could we get onto the
Can help.
balcony in any way?
It's on the third
It's on
story.
the third floor. Yeah.
There's no way
Way
we
of
could get up there,
getting
could
there,
we?
but
And
feel
with
like
how the
we're
outside of the building is, it's likely you will be seen.
Mm.
I feel like blending
Through
in
the
with
front
the
door.
crowd and
Em did
walking
say
through
that
the
there
front
was at
door
least-
is going to be the best.
Yeah.
I think.
But that's why I'm
Um,
thinking if you go in as the curator, no one will question who comes
Have
in
a
Say I'm
with
your
you.
say
And
I'm your
if-
bodyguard or something.
Yeah, and if I'm hired as the staff physician for the guards, that gives me access then to the guard station they were telling us about where the communications are.
Mm.
Because I'll
Yes,
need to
and I
go
can
in there
always-
to do my medical
can
checks.
always- Disguise self into the front half of the centaur.
Just get patches in the ass.
Just from the
half of
top
the
up,
horse
and I just have to be
going
standing at a
behind.
window.
Well played. Well played.
Oh, we're gonna
Well, what if we
die.
use
So-
the waiter costume and send Run in so that he can bring in his bag of holding, and they won't check it?
I can keep all your stuff in there if you need it.
Question about the world. Is it like very like eclectic with races, or is a kobold gonna stand out in this group?
No, it's pretty like everything's pretty mixed.
Okay.
I would say, yeah, the most people know the kobolds for is the various like food themed gangs that roam the
Okay,
streets.
cool.
But
I didn't want to
but-
like send him in, and then we realize it's
The
like
waiter is
all
just a
Ohio
kobold
bully or
on good.
some shit.
no. You can totally take them in. I think the only thing that would like really set off is like if you guys were like a race that was like of fable. Anybody could really enter. I think you guys are safe.
Okay, cool.
I would suggest that we do not send the kobold. I
Would you
think
like to go, Patch?
Why not?
I am not a good talker. I was wondering
Oh,
if maybe
yeah.
Sarissa.
Run as a
You could be a guard.
I could be a guard, yeah, but if we want to get the bag inside with weapons and stuff
What if he
attached,
just?
So why can't Run
Could
do
carry
that?
the bag.
I suppose he could, yeah.
Because if
I'm
we
just
have-
worried if somebody stops him and decide
if we
to
have
question him.
Zarissa go in as the curator, and you make me invisible, bringing on Aloe as a bodyguard for you, Run goes in as a
I can make
waiter.
Run invisible too if he needs.
Yeah,
Mm.
Run can go in as the waiter, and Patch can come in as one of your guests as the curator.
All right.
Yeah,
That
I don't like talking to people too much. But if you need me to get things and get them out, I can do that. That's
You wanna be
where I
invisible?
specialize. That would make my job infinitely easier. That would be great. I could do
Maybe
that.
for a little bit, but I can still do it.
I think we
So Zarissa becomes the High Curator
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and walks in with me as a
You.
bodyguard.
And me as
Okay.
staff.
So we're going to
Okay.
have to find out the curator's movements.
Okay.
Well, we have a file on her, and I don't know if there's any more information about her in there,
Right.
or if we can't find some information on her.
Okay.
Was there any information about her working hours or her movements at the museum?
All of you guys, the only information that you guys got was that the museum would open at 8 and it would close at 5.
Cool. Yeah.
So she would be
Would-
there well before. We can go super early in the morning.
Mm.
But we
jump
could
around the
technically get
streets.
in before the event even starts.
Especially as the curator, it would make
Yeah.
perfect sense.
That
Yeah.
would work. That would
And
work.
that would be a reason as well as to why we're with you, because she would want to set up all the staff before guests arrive, and they won't know that Endra and Run have come in, which will give them access to a lot in a short amount of time. That's assuming none of us trigger any of the glyphs that were spoken about.
Right. All the glyphs.
You got to think about just the main room and stuff like that. There's probably because there's going to be guests coming in. There won't be traps in the main areas and the exhibits as long as you stay out of doors and out of to begin with.
So the
Do we want
first,
the place full and busy when we're doing this, or empty?
I think
I
if we
think-
come in slightly early, like not
yeah,
insanely
I would
early.
say earlier before all the guests arrive, because as the guests arrive, that we can use that as a distraction in itself without having to create one. And it would be nice to gain access to the communications room as the first thing we do,
Yeah.
and try to shut that down. That said,
Stop the communication table.
stopping the communications. However, the downside to that is we're assuming they're not going to notice. So that leaves us a small window, because as soon as someone picks up on their communications aren't going through, someone is going to go and check. We will have more time, obviously, because they can't communicate with each other because we've killed it. But that
What if
does
we-
mean
what if
there's
I
a
get
point
in-
in time where someone's going to come and look.
What if
What
it's
if
like
I'm?
not
What
the
if I
first
get in
thing
as
we
the
do?
curator, make it to the security room with you? We take out that person and replace them.
Does anybody have illusion magic?
Does
Well,
anyone
taking
have
out
the
security
ability?
doesn't have to be the first thing we do.
I
It
hate
could be
you, Billy.
something...
Look at you, smug face.
Stop
I'm having a good
that.
time. I'm enjoying. You guys
No.
are playing. This is great.
He's also telling Twitch chat over there
That we're not gonna win.
gonna make it with this plan. So
Oh yeah,
I love you, chat. Keep
What
going.
if-
we're all gonna die.
So what if we taking
Yeah,
out the
that's the plan.
communications is like closest to the last thing we do, like as we're getting ready to take the items and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not the
Okay.
first thing, and it's not so that way we don't set off too many alarm bells that there's something going
Yeah.
on.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
And I'm
So we hit that, and then we grab the items and get out.
Did
So
he say
the
that there was
bow-
invites? Is that what it was to get inside? Invitations, or
Yeah,
was it by
there-
guest
I think-
name?
was
It
by
was. I think it was invitations.
I will say this just for general knowledge. You don't need an invitation to go to the public event. You do need an invitation to go to the VIP event upstairs
Oh,
on
yes.
the second floor.
To meet
So
him, yeah.
the first one is just to hear him speak. The second one is to meet him personally.
Okay, so we don't need to sneak in the first section then.
Yeah. Where did he
Keep an eye
say
on
the?
him for a while.
Well, we only have to sneak in if we want to keep our weapons.
Yeah. So the bow was on the second floor, wasn't it?
The bow was in one of the exhibits. They did not tell you which exhibit it was in yet.
All we know.
So we
I
gotta
would
do some
guess,
story.
based on what we know about the bow, it would be in the Hall of Heroes. I would
Probably.
assume, but
What is the
Or
what's
the weapon
time
exhibit.
right now?
yeah, or the weapon.
The time is about 1 a.m. Everybody has left the bar. Closing time is 2 a.m. for the bar, and Leland is nowhere to be found. He is still and you still see no running water in the business. Just to give you an update.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, maybe
I
we should
haven't
just
ready
lock
to
up
bath
then.
Later.
Doesn't look like Leland's gonna lock up.
Can I?
You want me to lock up?
You can go lock the doors. Sure.
Wait, run before you go.
Yeah.
Can
I'm
I
just gonna
take
walk
a look?
over there and lock the door. That's it.
Are you gonna
Oh,
run?
No. How do I do that? It's
we
right there.
from the area?
I probably
Or are
walk.
we
I know I don't like
news?
walking.
I ain't
What's
gonna
up?
take you.
Are we from the area? Do we know about this museum? Do we know about the people in town? Do we know
Roll-
anyone around?
Roll me a history check for you guys. I can tell you a little bit of information based on what you guys get.
I got a 17.
Pass, did
17?
you need something?
I got
10,
a
9,
15.
1. But my background, my knowledge of how bureaucracies function let you gain access to records and inner workings of any noble court or government I encounter. I know the movers and shakers and whom to go to for favors.
So based on the 17 and your background, the 17, I would say you would know the city. It's kind of a business city. Like a lot of the things that happen here are more economic focused. There are shady underdealings, and it comes with every big city. But like this one is like very based on archaeological findings. They really profit in the leisurely side of economics. So like museums, like parks, like galas. It's a very artistically focused economic city. Lots of the places show off the different, like art museums and stuff like that. As for your side, Sarissa, with your background, you would know that the city is very, I'd say like they kind of compete very hard at like who has like the best event going on. The museum usually tops everybody with this annual event, but that's only annually, so it doesn't happen very often. You would know there's a few art forgers around here. There's a few people who are good at like making different fake artifacts. And that kind of like way, like, a lot of people that are very good at like making not great things happen, but their names are also like shot up in lights. So they're not known for that, but like behind the scenes, they're known for that. And you may or may not, you don't know very much about the museum in particular, but you do, like, if you were to run into somebody that you knew, perhaps you would know a little bit of background information about them.
Can I take a look at the weapon that M gave us in your bag, Run?
I look over at Aloe.
Don't look at her. Look at me.
She told me not to give it to you. I'm looking at Aloe.
I look at Aloe like I look at Aloe like, come on, like
Yeah, we're away from the glass now, I suppose. It's
Okay,
fine.
got it. Yeah, I hand it to him, and then I jump back I climb up onto Grob's back. To the door! Let's lock
Not
it.
going anywhere.
Oh, I thought you said you'd carry me to lock the door.
I said I am not going to carry
No,
you.
never mind. I climb back down. I go over to the door.
Billy, with my knowledge of firearms and my tinkerer's tools and stuff like that, could I be able to understand how this weapon works and what it does, how it works, yada yada yada?
Roll me a Arcana check. But I will give you advantage because you know a lot about guns.
Okay. I rolled a 5 and a 7, so not very much apparently.
This is one of the coolest guns you've ever fucking. This is like, it has decals, which are
Can I,
out
like,
of this world.
So can I like pick it up and like aim it, and so you said it's like a t-shirt launcher, like that kind of thing.
Like a t-shirt launcher, grenade launcher, kind of like something that launches something very big.
Don't
in one direction.
don't fire
Is
it.
there
You only have
any
one
ammo
shot.
in it?
I'm not gonna.
There is one. You don't see any place to store ammo. Based on just looking, you see like the one tube probably carries one single round of what is in that gun.
We were told
Can
we only have
and
one
there's no like loading chamber or anything like that.
It cracks open. Yeah, I mean you can see what's on the inside.
Can I take a look at the ammunition?
Absolutely. You see on the inside is like a little purple sphere.
Can I sniff it?
Absolutely. Roll me a sniff check. No, roll me.
Well done. Sniff.
Can I see this?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you guys are all. It's not hidden. Like you crack the gun open. And
I'm not gonna hide it.
Be careful.
Yeah, I'm very gentle with it. I'm not gripping.
I don't know if I trust you. You shot at the glass 3 times, not knowing if it was gonna do anything.
It could have.
Well, I thought it would kill him, to be honest, but I mean,
You've aimed for one of the slots.
I thought he would die. So does it look like it's magical in any sense, Billy, or is it just like a purple ball? Or
it looks magical. It looks like there's some arcanic presence to it. You based on your 5 and 7, you don't get anything from it though.
Can I roll on it?
Yes, absolutely.
I'll hand it gingerly over.
Good plan there.
I got an 8.
An 8. We're
getting better.
This is. If you have ever seen the most spherical ball in your life, this is like probably the top of them. This has been pretty wild.
Cool.
You sense it's magic. You don't know what kind of magic. You know it's. You know what? No, I'll give you one thing. You know it's conjuration. That's about all you know.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And
looks
does
like a
it
magical
feel
ball.
Yeah. And it's easy enough to fire. Like it's got a trigger. You can aim it. It seems fine, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Bless you.
Yes.
It's spherical.
Very spherical.
Yeah.
Spherical.
Okay, so I assume if we get discovered and the god of thunder or whatever his name is, the Storm Lord, decides to come and destroy us.
You just said that.
Shoot.
Go ahead.
We can shoot that at him, then.
I think that's the plan.
That's what we were told to do with it.
Yeah.
But thank you.
We could also use it to escape through a wall.
Depending on what it does, it might be a stun gun.
We don't know what this
point.
does, nor do we have the amount of means
Patch
to find
is
out.
Not the smartest man.
I'm going to sleep.
Neither
I
am
assume that we're not going to come up with any better in the next however many hours we have left.
We have to sleep as well.
So I'm going to go rest. I am going to do a bit of my research. You told me in the morning I'll figure out what I've learned from that. So hopefully in that time I will maybe learn of something else in the museum that can be of use to us.
All right, we'll keep discussing, I guess, the intricacies.
Can I see if I can find Leland?
Yeah,
No, poor Leland.
I'll make a perception check.
Poor stupid Leland.
Please, can you just dug out his mom?
Why did you make me do that to him?
13.
I didn't make anybody do anything. I was
As soon as you said it was ornate, I was like, this is an urn.
Yeah, I was like,
I got the same way. I was like, yes, perfect.
I got a 13.
13. You hear some struggling in the back of the like where the prep room probably is for the bar.
Right. I'll go back there.
Okay. You open the door. On looking back there, you see you see some legs sticking out of like a little pipe in the ground. And like you just see them like struggling and kicking, and like you hear soft like sobbing coming from the pipe. But you just hear a lot of scraping. Like you hear a lot of like just like little digging noises and stuff. Just, please get back in the urn.
Oh my
Leland?
gosh.
Leland?
Mom?
No. Are you?
No.
What?
No.
He's gone. Let it go, man.
What?
Can I see if I hear this?
Yeah, go for it. Roll me a perception check.
I don't know what else.
Please. You just hear little scrapes.
Mom, no.
I rolled an extra one.
Listen,
My
we could put.
No.
You
Zarissa,
could give him some peace. Just say.
I'm fine.
Andra might be Leland's mom.
No.
50-50, man. But you just hear like little. You don't hear anything. You hear nothing.
No, I
at
don't
all.
hear anything. No, I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Drowning your sorrows.
True.
Oh no.
Yeah. Did you want to? He's just yelling.
It's just in there. You said his like legs are sticking up, right? Kind of like grab his leg, like pull him up, and be like, "What?"
Yeah, absolutely. You pull him up, and you pull him, and it pops right out with like mud and like what might be mud all over his face and stuff, and like he's covered in filth from like diving into what you assume is like the waterway system of this place. And he has little like scoops of dirt in his hand. And he goes, "Let's just just kind of all over the place. I was just trying to find my mom down there."
It's all right. I know what it's like to lose someone. It'll be okay.
Do you really?
Yes. It's not the best, but it will get better.
It's been a very long time since I've seen her, and it just I didn't want to lose her this way, you know?
That's fair. But there's not much we can do.
This way, down the
Being
drain.
upset about it.
Sorry.
You could
There's not much we can do about it, so being sad isn't going to help anything at this moment.
roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage, you jerk.
I didn't mean to phrase it like that. Fuck.
Oh, man.
Being sad does
Being
nothing.
sad doesn't help.
F your feelings.
Fuck you. Oh,
It's way sadder.
Oh, my
At
mom
disadvantage?
went down the drain.
Yeah.
that's still a 19.
Oh.
He looks at you.
Yeah.
Perhaps you're right. It just maybe you could hold my legs in the future, and I could try going again.
Maybe later.
Duly
Yes.
noted. Was this something you wanted to know, Endra?
It's
Oh my god.
The amount of phlegm in that.
Oh my god.
in fact it's
Haley's dying now.
it's in regards to the person that I lost.
You
I
lost
need
them,
you-
but were they in an urn as well?
No. I'm sorry. Different circumstances.
Understood.
I need to know what
Haley's
would
losing
happen
it.
to my brother if I didn't do this job.
Oh, M would assassinate any of the targets that were assigned of importance based on if anybody did not want to complete the mission or did not give their best effort to do so.
Wonderful. Good to know.
Mhm.
All right.
I'm so sorry. I don't really know what to say in these situations. I'm just the middleman.
You're fine. You don't have to say anything. Do you want help doing whatever it is you're trying to do?
Go back into the sewer to the scoop.
I
Would
guess.
you like to help me scoop?
No, but I will make sure you do not go farther down the pipe than
You can go into the other pipe and scoop, and we can scoop together.
How about that idea you said of me holding onto your legs or your feet or something? Let's do that. Yeah.
He immediately crawls right back into the pipe and just sticks his legs out for you to hold. You still don't know if they're elvish or goblin
I have no
legs,
idea.
but they're legs.
Yes.
And Leland crawls right back in. They are very beautiful calves, though. Like, their calves are like on point.
Those goblin elf calves.
They're
I just
fucking
want to
on
say,
point.
as Zarissa's walking back to her room, she's just dusting all of the the ashes off of the robe that she was using to wipe the
Wow.
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 Oh, what is this? What is this dust on me? Oh my
Very much. I don't remember what I did.
God, it's so
Oh,
dusty in
God.
here. Wow. It's
I have no response. I have no.
The door's locked. I got it. We're all locked up for the night. Hopefully that helps.
Thank you, Run. I'll put the weapon back in the bag.
Oh
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where is
Alright.
everybody? It's just you guys here now, huh?
Yeah.
It is those guys, and then the one other guy that's still in the bar. You guys locked the door and didn't
Yeah.
check. Face mask.
Aloe
He's
went
He hasn't left.
He's here. That's fine. You're spending the night. You have to stay here. That's
Yep.
Fine. Yep,
Good.
we're good.
Aloe went back upstairs.
Oh, so it's just Patch and me down here now.
It's
Yeah.
and
Well,
Zarissa-
I'm in the back
Zarissa's-
room currently,
Yeah, and
I'm working my way out.
reluctantly
Yeah.
helping Leland because I feel bad.
Is the guy
Um,
in the bar? Who is he?
Yeah, just some rando. He's just sitting there. He's a big old dork. Just some guy that's still finishing his beer, and he noticed Run lock the door, and he doesn't really have anywhere else to go right now. Yep. Kinda just happens.
Perfect.
It's not the first time.
Yeah, it's definitely bedtime. You guys can go to bed. He just leans over on the bar. He's taking a nap.
Patch, did Edra go to bed? Did she go up already?
Whatever.
No,
No,
she
I'm helping
went
Leland
to-
currently.
help Leland.
Wow.
She hasn't come back in a while, so who knows?
Well, it's bedtime, so we should go to sleep. I guess I'll go find her. Make sure she gets. I'll at least let her know that we're going to bed.
You,
I'll go do that.
You do that.
I'll go do that. That sounds like a plan. I'll go do that.
I will head to bed as well, and as I'm walking past the guy, I will just take our half-empty bottle of wine and just pop it in front of him as he's nodding off, and walk past and go back upstairs.
This is the singular most greatest moment in my life. Thank you. Takes it
Jeez.
for himself.
What'd you call this bar? Is it like Bar of the Depressed or something?
you guys think it's a bad bar? It's a nice place. It's not that bad. It's got
Everybody
some really
here-
nice chandeliers. Cool place.
We have somehow managed to
It's where the sad come to get happy.
So I will just head to bed, just give him a nod, and
Oh no.
Nice place with one staff member. Sorry.
It's emotionally a wreck.
If anybody could respond to you, they would,
Stop
but there's
member.
no one to
No one
defend.
staff member is a strong word currently.
I think he's being held here, held captive. I don't think he has a choice.
Oh god.
Anything shiny or valuable on the way to finding Endra that I see?
You just see some really nice fancy liquor bottles behind the bar. You see some empty glasses on tables. Nothing's been cleaned. It's still pretty dirty in here from the night. You don't see anything of worth. You just see the bar's license to run and just a bunch of admin stuff behind the bar. A little trophy that had a little picture that had the entire staff at one point. You don't know how old that is. That's about it. That's all you see.
I'll take a couple of bottles of the alcohol.
Absolutely. You get some really nice stuff, some vintage stuff.
Yeah. Awesome.
And yeah,
Cool.
you can add that to your inventory. You have
Solid.
4 very
I love
exquisite Budenweisers. But go on.
it. And then I said heading back, I guess I'm just kind of listening and looking for Endra.
Without you've seen where she walked, without having to do a perception check, you know she's in the back, comforting Leland.
Okay. All right, I'll go back there
Only
and see what's going on.
I needed information.
Yeah, Endra, we're going to bed. Everyone's going to what's going on back here? I'm going to rest. We should get ready
Leland
for
is
tomorrow.
currently. How's it going in there, Leland?
Not great. You're holding his feet, and he is like just dangling in this pipe.
What are you doing in there, Leland?
Finding my mom.
Oh, didn't Zarissa kill your mom?
Roll me a strength check real quick, Andrea.
Oh no.
That's all I caught from the conversation is that Zarissa killed his mom. So I have no idea what happened.
What's your strength check?
Leland is now the BBEG.
Trying to be so nice to Leland. Now he's my worst enemy.
I got a 9.
You're so caught up in the conversation with Run right now. Just drop Leland down the pipe. You just hear,
No!
No.
You don't know where he's at. You don't hear anything else.
Wait, what happened? You just let him go.
It's gonna be
I
really
didn't-
awkward sleeping in that room filled with pictures of him now.
As soon as I walk into the room, all of them have been pushed down. Flipped around.
Oh,
They're all turned around.
Run, I
I
don't
couldn't
know.
deal with his
Did
face.
you just drop him down?
I didn't mean to.
Leland, are you in there?
you hear no response.
Oh no!
Nothing.
How deep is this pipe?
Zarissa kills his mom. You just killed him.
I did not kill him.
What is happening here? I don't know. Maybe we'll just. I don't know. We should just leave that one go. I'll pull out like a rope out of my bag and just kind of like throw it into there and tie it off to something and like let's go to bed.
Okay.
Are you
Nothing
sure
posed.
we shouldn't try to help him?
How?
I
gave him
don't
a
know.
rope. Gave him a rope. That should be fine, right? He'll find his way back. I drop a ball bearing in there.
Okay.
See if it hits
Can
anything.
you roll me a d4? Be
My
like-
God, do you knock him out? That would be amazing.
No.
He just
Alright.
like
Oh
lands
my
on me.
No!
Oh, no.
Goblin elves don't have much HP.
4.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well,
yeah, do what you guys do.
Do we hear anything after? he
Nope,
drops
you don't hear
down?
anything.
Don't even
he's
hear
got to
it
be
yet.
okay, right? There's a lot of water in there.
I mean, if you say
And
he's alright,
apparently his dead
then he's
mom's in there
alright.
too, so maybe he'll just rest with her well.
I mean, if you say he's alright, he's alright. So
I don't know. I think he killed him. I honestly think he killed him. But I'm gonna leave this rope and I'm gonna go to bed. We should rest up because we have something to do tomorrow. Cool.
Right. I
Are you
mean,
good? You wanna go? Do you wanna go to so we can go to sleep, or are you gonna try to find Leland? I don't know if you could get it. Can you get? Can she get in the pipe? I don't think she can get in the
I don't
pipe.
think I can fit in that pipe.
I can fit in there, but I really don't want to go in there. That doesn't sound like something I should do.
Run, you could fit in there. Endra, you cannot fit in there.
That's what I
Please
thought.
run if he.
But you want me to go in there?
I would very much appreciate it if you did.
But I'm tired. Can you persuade me?
That's a dirty 20.
Oh,
Please
okay.
run. If you do, then you can. I don't know. You don't have to
Tell
walk
her that
upstairs.
your feet will never touch the ground again.
No.
Damn it.
I guess so. I guess.
It's gonna make the heist very interesting.
I know. I don't want that.
Hold on to the rope then. If you lose me, then this is gonna.
I
suck.
will
Hold
tie
on
it.
to the rope.
Okay.
I'll go in.
Okay.
I'll crawl in, I guess.
I will tie it to like my waist so that I don't have to worry about dropping it.
Run. How long is this rope?
I have 50 feet of rope.
Okay.
I mean, I've got more of it, but I just pulled out one length of rope.
We have a lot of rope.
Yeah, there's a lot of rope.
We have a lot of everything.
You guys, you drop the rope down to like the point where you start crawling down, Run, and like it starts getting lower and lower. You get to a point where it splits off into like a bunch of different pipes, and Like, there's no sign of Leland in any of these pipes right now. But they all go to different, like there's at least 6 different pipes going in different directions.
Is there any sign of like smudge that is like cleared going any certain direction?
It looks like it all flows. Like, it's still currently flowing.
Oh, there's water in
yeah, like it's not coming from, like, it's a big sewage system. So like it's just like refilling and like going through. You can't clearly see where Leland has gone. But yeah, no, that's fine.
I guess I'll just once I get to that point, I'll just shout out for him, like, Leland, are you down here? I can come get you. I just have no idea where you are.
You hear nothing. You hear no response.
I'm so scared.
No response. You hear yourself echo through chambers, but you don't hear anything.
Oh no.
This is the greatest injustice I've ever witnessed.
I will drop.
Leland.
I'll drop a single ball bearing down each of the pipes.
Roll me another d4.
How many ball bearings do you have? Like
Like
a million?
1,000 or something stupid. 1.
Okay.
Leland, if you get a ball bearing, bang it on something or throw it up here or something so that I could try to find you.
You hear nothing in response.
Of course. I'm just gonna pull on the rope.
Ah! Is everything okay?
Pull me up!
Okay. I'll start pulling him up. All right.
I'll get out of it, and I'm like, yep, I'm pretty sure he's dead. And untie the rope and put it back in the bag. There's no response. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
All right.
I'm gonna chalk that one up to you, so sorry. Zarissa kills his mom, you killed him. I mean, this is just tomorrow's gonna be insane. I'm not looking forward to it.
I think I just grab Run and start walking up the stairs. Like,
Thank goodness. No more walking.
I'm not like I'm just
don't
dragging
like
him across the floor. Like, I'm not actually picking him up. Like, all of his feet would hit every single step as we go up the stairs.
I just go like completely limp.
Chat wanted to ask if you've seen Leland's mother when you went down there. You did not see Leland's mother either. You did not see. So just to be clear, you did not see that.
Understood. I was gonna offer a shovel to help like dig her out of there, but she killed him, so I don't know what.
Like,
Bedtime.
Anna's stomach hurts from feeling so bad.
Dropped her in the pipe.
I didn't fucking mean to. I have a +6 to my strength, and I rolled a 3.
You dropped him, and I hit him in the face with multiple ball bearings, apparently. So,
Oh,
we'll see how that goes.
no.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
man.
good.
Does he
First, I
bleeding
tell
out?
the man to stop being sad because it's a waste of time. Then I drop him down the fucking drain.
And now
Well, I
he's
mean, it
bleeding
worked.
out
You were
into
just making him happy. You wanted to reunite him with his mom.
No,
As-
I wanted
as we
information.
As we're going up the stairs again, I'll say to Endra, "It's like, should we let Zarissa know that she shouldn't worry about killing his mom because she killed him now? So she shouldn't have to feel too bad right now yet, right?
If you want to tell her, you can tell her.
Do we pass her room on our way?
Yeah, yep. It's there's one. You have to get past her room to get to your guys' room.
I'll just knock.
Yes?
I'll just let him go.
Leland's dead, so you don't have to worry about feeling bad. Bye. Have a good night. See you in the morning.
Thank you.
And then just.
All right. You all crawl.
She
said thank
you. Sad.
You all crawl into your bunk beds. Zarissa, you crawl into a.
Team.
Yeah, you guys are great. I love this already. You crawl in your giant king size bed. You don't feel any eyes staring at you, but you do feel like an ominous presence just in general. And then all of you in the bunk beds, you tuck in for the night. Except Alosha, you take the time to do some research before you go to bed to see if you can get any information based on what you were trying to figure out earlier. When you finally crack a legend. It's the legend of Talos and Myleki. That name is never gonna not sound funny to me when I say it. But you see, it's like an epic battle. Like you see, like a long legend talking about them, like clashing in battle. How they could never be friends based on their very wild differences. And it kind of like ends in bloodshed. It says that Talos like bloodily defeated Myliki in fucking combat, and you you just see the detail of his victory after retiring her bow to give it to a the museum. He only brings that bow with him, he carries that bow with him until it's on display at this museum. And it's
So
only
it's not there. It won't be there until he's there.
Yes. And it goes into a display case for everyone to see his triumphant moments. This happened about 400 years ago. So they've been like he has this event like every 100 years, and he always brings the same stuff to put on display for new generations to kind of see. But the bow also, based on what you're reading, it seems like the bow is kind of useless without like a powerful owner. Like it only activates with somebody that has the power of this person. So yeah, that is it. Also, I will also state, you, based on knowing a lot about Talos, there's not a lot of things that can hurt him. Like he's very, very like rough and rugged. He's a god. I mean, it takes a lot. You do see like the illustrations in the history book that you're reading does show Talos with like blood dripping down his arm from a bow shot.
Was Maleki a god?
Maleki was also a god. Yes. Yep, one of the deities.
I'm gonna jump to so many conclusions here, but I'll tell them in the morning.
Okay. Absolutely. All of you get a restful night of sleep, and you wake up in the morning. All of you. What would you like to do?
It's early.
Oh, I'm frozen.
Well, I did some research last night, and I found out a couple of things that will be useful to know. One, I have a hunch that it is possible the person pulling the strings of the one who hired us might be Maleki themselves, and they're looking for vengeance, which is why we are needing to fetch their items for them. Because this bow is essentially useless in anyone's hands but Maleki's or someone of equal power who knows how to wield it. More annoyingly so, the bow will not be on display until Captain Sparky, or whatever his name is, arrives and places it on display himself.
Oh.
And that's supposed to be the easy item for us to get, so all of my hope this morning has lessened quite a bit.
So Sparky will show up, put that boat down, and then we take it.
Yeah.
I'm frozen.
Oh.
Zarissa is still sound asleep in her room at the moment.
Got it.
So we're
Now,
talking the bunk beds.
Yeah.
There is something else we can do, just because I like to see things from all angles. It might not be intelligent, but it's definitely a different angle. We could go to meet what's his name? What's this god? What's his name?
Talos.
Sparky.
Talos?
Talos.
Or Sparky.
Thank you.
So Sparky.
Sparky. I'm gonna call him Sparky. He does a meet and greet, yes?
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure he would like to know that someone is trying to steal a weapon that essentially is his now.
So your plan
I mean, we could double cross. I'm just
Is
saying. He is a god. I'm not saying we should do it. I'm saying this is an option.
So this option is to inform Talos that we know of a plan of people that are trying to take these artifacts, and just hope and pray that M doesn't find out and destroy all the people and all the things that they know of and have on the table threatening us with.
Yep.
Oh.
I didn't say it was a good one. I just said it is another option.
Yeah.
Wait.
If
It is an option.
But I am assuming that Maleki is the other person that we're working for indirectly.
Good old M.
I think so.
What time is it, Billy? Is it like early-ish morning? I assume.
You guys woke up at about 6 a.m.
We have
6 a.m.
2 hours until the museum opens.
Yeah. All right. Well, why don't we
There's
get
definitely a
going in the meantime?
backup
Start
plan.
heading out of here. Yeah, we can definitely do that if things aren't going our way,
Should we
or
go
even if
find-
we just decide that that's what we want to do off the get-go.
It's what I found out. It's the conclusion I came to. I can't say with 100% certainty, obviously, that I'm correct, but I'm rarely wrong, if it makes you feel any better.
So our 2 plans is to either go in with Sarissa being the curator, that plan, or go in and fully just inadvertently admit to a plan that we know of and are currently planning.
Well, there's nothing necessarily inadvertent about it.
I
be
do believe that M's
It would be fairly
retribution
direct.
will be swift.
I mean, we'd be
imagine
telling
so.
them a plan,
Yeah.
but what if we like? If we do tell
It
him the plan
depends
and
on
he
how you
finds out-
approach it. I mean, if you went to him as a loyal follower who was placed in this bad situation but felt it was you could never betray him, he might see it differently. It just depends. Again,
So we take issues. So we
Sorry, guys.
Zarissa shows up as you guys are all discussing this.
Good morning.
Morning. I had slept in.
So we tell him that we give him some of the riches.
I don't think he would care. He's a god.
Yeah, but they're kind of vain about some things like that a lot of times. I mean, obviously he's keeping some pretty pricey trophies sitting around, so if we give him some stuff like that, give him some
True.
of the promised.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't have
I
an
know
issue
little
with,
about him, frankly. I don't.
as long as he
Okay.
doesn't have an issue with M specifically, then we should be all right with something like that.
It's just an
Or-
option. I felt it was important to at least let you all know.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I do have another idea.
I also do.
What is your idea?
As much chaos as possible. We just create a
Is
bunch
that
and
the
bunch
plan?
and bunch of chaos, and we steal things right from under their nose while everything else is going on.
I mean, that could be done fairly easily. The good thing about the
You
idea
saw
of
what we did to
chaos.
this poor place.
Well, and the good thing about the idea of chaos like that is the fact that they won't necessarily know the source of the alarms because other people will be triggering so many of them. You're right.
True.
You did
What if we-
surprise me.
What if we do the plan where we tell him and then initiate all the chaos?
Combined, we take.
So tell the god that we're gonna steal from him, and then steal from him.
Well, not necessarily steal from him, but if we cause chaos, then it wouldn't be. It would kind of put truth to the matter of what we're saying,
Mhm.
even though it's not necessarily untrue.
But what would stop the god from just thumping us into the ground forever
He doesn't
into a piece of
necessarily
dust,
know that it's us.
like Leland's mom?
Well, what if it's only one of us? What if it's only one of us that tells him, and that way
I'm
he has
sorry?
no idea of having the correlation to the rest of us?
How do you guys know Leland's mum?
You killed her, right?
I never,
Yeah.
I never did such a thing.
What?
Stop telling me
That's
that
right.
we're gonna die.
I told Leland that you killed her because that's what I heard when I came down to the conversation. And then Andra killed him. So I mean,
I
like,
did
it's
not
fine.
kill him.
It fell on
killed
dead
Leland.
ears, so we're
Yeah,
fine.
I heard that last
Fell
night.
on
Thank you for
dead
that for me.
ears.
Really appreciate that. That was some hard. I was.
Is
dealing
he
with
really
some
dead?
Really bad.
She-
No,
stress
I
She
don't
put him out of
know.
his misery.
And now
Run,
I'm-
stop, or I will put you out of your
You
misery.
do know that I can make him alive again.
Yeah, if we could find him.
Yeah, he's lost to
Can
the
you change his
sewers.
memories?
Well, I tried.
Yeah, same. I tried to find him, didn't work.
Plot
Yeah, I
twist,
like
we
the
love this
idea of
guy.
the combined. If we have somebody talking to the god Sparky, trying to figure out what's going on, if we could get the stuff from him for a trade,
How do we know?
and at the same
I
time
don't
setting off
mind-
all the glyphs.
How do we know the person hiring us for this job is not Maleki?
No, I believe it is.
I think we're pretty certain that that's probably what's going on.
I believe it
Whoever
is.
was talking to us wasn't.
But here's the thing: is
being.
if
Did I tell you
What?
guys that? I forgot to tell you.
Maleki
Oh,
M
not.
doesn't have to know that you are all betraying him
Well, no.
or her. I
Sure.
could be the only one to do it. I could go talk to them. It would make sense that it would be me anyway, since I'm the only one who was directly threatened with their life. All of you are being threatened with someone else.
Yes, and I'm not really that fussed.
Wait, Zarissa, you said that you found out it wasn't necessarily human?
It wasn't human, no, not at all. I couldn't. There was no being across there. Maybe an illusion or a. Unsure.
weird.
Wasn't able to connect.
But Aloe, did
Vengeful spirit?
M say anything about us not just talking to the Storm Lord?
They didn't give us any direction on what to go.
They didn't
I
say
told us what to
anything in
grab.
regards, to.
Yeah, so I
if
feel
you
like
didn't
it's
do
it's no problem then if we just kind of like, hey, here's the plan, lay it all
Well,
out.
I would assume not, but we
Are
don't.
we gonna
I
double
mean,
check in with the Storm Lord on the plan?
it's fair. I mean, we were discussing a double cross because we believe that Maleki is who is pulling the strings of this whole ordeal. Sort of like a vengeance sort of thing. And so we had the idea of what if we just went to Sparky and said, hey, we're being used as pawns here. We don't want to do this. This is the plan. Help us help us get rid of M.
Yeah.
Billy, would we know whether Maleki or the Stormlord are nice? Or who's the better one? Is what according to Patch.
They're
was there an asshole in that whole fight between
Is
them?
there
Was
like
one of
a
them
good
clearly
god and a
wrong and
bad
one of them
guy?
right?
It was
Or-
so long ago that their motives have been lost to time, but you do know that like they both were fighting on very different stances. While it's very debated on who is right and who is wrong, but the only one that can tell the story is the victor. So the victor does tell his story every 100 years.
Oh, I'm sure
He
that's
seems
colored.
like a prick.
Yeah,
He's
I'm sure
gloating
the
about it.
So we have to decide which god we'd rather fight.
Potentially this one being the one that pulls the strings for the other one.
I
I
mean,
did say that finding
while all
Elijah
that
was
is
going to stop
true,
his boss, so
while all that is true, I'm not currently being blackmailed by Sparky, so sort of in his favor.
That's
True.
You're not wrong.
But I feel like double crossing M is a sure way to get damage coming our way. And
I would be the one
I
to
think-
die if I'm the only one double crossing.
I think
And
either
I'm willing
way,
to take take that chance because I don't necessarily think it will happen.
I think
but-
either way we'll have damage coming at us.
We are in.
Well, not all of you, not if they don't know that you're connected to me.
I think they'll just lock down the museum, kick us out, and then
Possible.
all of our people will be killed and we will lose both
And-
sides.
M will
Fortune
show up and
scales.
kill
So we want to try and attend.
it. Aloe.
What if we attend? and
Personally,
watch-
I'm not willing to risk
Attend and
Aloe's
watch
life
the
for it.
speech, I reckon, and then try and make
Figure
our
out
way
the
into
story.
VIP.
When do we? Well, perhaps we should. You as curator can find out when he places the item in the display case.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so we've discussed it, and it sounds like we've moved past the idea. So let's stick with our original idea.
We can always see if we need to.
Half
We
original.
can
It's always
do it.
it always can be in the back pocket.
We're going.
if we
We're going
absolutely-
in as per normal to the speech, and then go in
Yep.
covert once that's over.
So we're
yeah?
going with the original plan of
Yes.
you going in as curator.
going
think
in
so.
as curator, or once we try to go up to VIP, so we can keep an eye on what's happening just in case she's there.
Yeah.
I think one of
Go.
us still has to go in so that
Go in as curator.
well, one of us has to go in either invisibly or as the waiter so we can have our weapons in because they will stop us and take our weapons if we go in normally.
I don't. Well, do I have weapons?
I don't have any weapons. I don't.
Yeah, I don't really.
I have
either.
many
I
weapons.
have many,
weapons.
many,
Yeah.
many weapons.
They're gonna stop that. It's gonna be ding, ding, ding at the front door.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
I
be in
can
that
also
room
do.
for so long.
I can also do this.
Shall we go do a
and I
stakeout
will,
of the building?
Yeah,
I
I will.
mean, we have-
show
Yeah.
a trick, and I will
If-
take my hood and pull it over, and it begins to like match what's around me. So I have a magic
Nice.
cloak
Wow.
that makes me like blend in almost with what I'm nearby.
That could be helpful.
We can
Could be, yeah.
start
It
our
would
way
be
there.
really nice if we could get Indra in somehow as a guard, just so that you would have. Full-
I could try sneaking.
If you go in
um,
as the curator, I can be your guard.
Yeah, and I could try and sneak in.
Should we
Remember-
go have a look at what the guards are wearing, what she's wearing.
Yeah, let's
all of
go
those bits and
scout it
pieces,
out. Let's let
Yeah.
Patch go
Find
see
a
if
building.
We can
he
start
can
our way
scout
over
out
there,
everything.
because it opens in a little less than 2 hours now.
Half hour or hour and a half now. You
Hour
guys
and
been
a half.
talking
Yeah.
for about 20, 25 minutes.
Yep.
How
Let's-
far away is the
let's roll.
museum, and is there somewhere we can do a stakeout in a van?
It's about I would say a 20-minute like if you guys take the carriage that's outside waiting for you guys, there is something outside waiting for you guys. But if you guys take the provided escort, probably about I'd say 20 minutes. If you walk, probably it'll open by the time you get there.
So we should probably take the carriage, and we can
Carriage,
discuss
yeah.
more plans in the carriage.
Yes.
Cool. Do that.
Remember, we always have in our back pocket just chaos.
Yep,
It's,
Yeah.
it's true.
We just start poking glyphs.
poking shit.
Just poking glyphs everywhere. Just
Are,
boom, boom, boom. Ball bearings. And
Are you
Yes.
guys walking by? Are you gonna walk through the bar to leave?
yeah, I gotta unlock the door this morning.
Oh yeah.
We
Okay.
own a bar now.
Yeah.
There's no sign of Leland. He's not there.
Oh.
And the
I hate
patron is still just sleeping on the bar.
Oh,
Sick.
rest well, friend.
Do you think you could look after the bar for a while?
I get a bar now too.
Yep.
Yep.
Enjoy it.
For now.
You gonna look after
Yeah,
it for
okay.
us? Yeah.
Sick. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Wow.
Goes right back to sleep on the bar.
Wow, we are the modern day Robin Hoods.
Do you want to toss in the keys?
Steal from the poor, give to
This
the
guy came here for
poor.
a
Give to the
drink and,
poor.
and got a bar.
Steal from the middle class, give to the poor.
You toss the key,
Oh,
it just stinks him in the head and lands right next to him.
Solid.
He doesn't take it. He's just still sleeping.
Perfect.
Love it.
Cool.
Off to the carriage.
Just the
I guess.
carriage
Let's go rob
outside.
Let's go rob a god, guys. Let's go rob one.
Let's go
Let's
cause
go
absolute
attempt to rob a
chaos.
god.
You all get in. Nobody opens the carriage door for you. There generally probably was supposed to be somebody that got you guys in.
I'm waiting for way too long.
His name's Leland.
You are waiting for a very long time. There's nobody driving this carriage. It's very empty.
Oh no.
No one driving it either.
I can
It was supposed
I
to
can
be
drive the
Leland.
carriage.
Please do
So
that.
I will
Awesome.
climb
I
on top.
caused so many problems.
Oh no.
Can I climb in the driver's seat too?
Yeah, roll me an animal handling check.
Oh god.
I can help him with that.
19.
Nice.
Ooh, not bad.
All right, well, you don't. Was going to give you the help on it, but you don't need it. You easily know how to steer the horses to exactly where you need to go. You know where the location's at. It's very obvious in town. There's lots of signs pointing towards it. And you guys make your way there. There's not much stopping you. You do see a lot of other carriages going this way. You guys see horses pulling up. You see like people in tuxedos getting out. You see a lot of crowd gathering around to get ready. You pull up on this marble inlaid, very big and prestigious building. On the front of it, it does say Royal Museum of Viraldis, and you see a lot of people entering, more workers at the moment. It's still by the time you get there, it's 7:10. You see workers going in. You see like some like angry security guards looking grumpy, just kind of walking into their shift. You guys like you hear like the crowd kind of really excited outside. You just hear a lot going on. You hear like it sounds like a party starting outside. People are very excited to go inside. You see like metal gates are starting to be put out in front to like guide everybody into the front door. You do see like you pull up very easily. You guys are like, Patch, you pull up right as close as you can get, which is on the sidewalk. And then I would say like north of you, northeast would be where the Royal Museum entrance is. And yeah, there's just a crowd of people outside, and it looks very crowded.
They're just waiting to get in, right?
Yep, they're just waiting to get in.
I will open the little window behind me, just like stick my head through and say, "Now or never, let's go."
How are the security and the staff going in? Same front doors, or have they got a side entrance?
No side entrance that you can see. They are just walking right in the front door.
We can see what they're wearing, right?
Yeah, you see the security guards are kind of wearing like, I believe the security guards are wearing like, kind of like scale mail almost. Like they have like some leather boots on. They kind of have like a pike hat on, like it's like a bowl, and then around it is like the visor. They are all wearing little gold name tags as you see them walk in with weapons and stuff. You see like the waiters and waitresses all in like black tuxes. And some of them actually I take that back. All of them are indoor and like you could see like the Royal Museum logo on like one side, like embroidered in, and then on the other side is like a gold name tag. You see them all walking in the front doors. You see somebody at the front door, like kind of opening the door and letting them in as they enter. And yeah, like it just looks like you don't see anybody of like notable status. Like you don't see any like managers or anything or any chiefs. You just see like normal employees going in at the moment.
It would be normal for like new hires for this kind of like big day, right? Like to just have like, I guess like volunteer security.
Almost like hiring a catering company or something, like a one sub staff.
Yeah.
I won't even make you roll a check, but based on like knowledge of how a business would work, you don't know about this business, but you do know it could happen. You do know that is something a lot of big companies do.
All right. So what's our business? What are we selling?
Let me just let me check in with the guy checking in, and I want to move within 30 feet and just have a look at his base thoughts, see if he's see if anyone maybe is running late or something's going on like that. People at the door.
If there's any like last name people late kind of.
You see him checking people in. You don't really. His base thoughts are, God, I can't wait to see Talos. This is gonna be so cool. I have heard so many stories about him, and like just thoughts of that like pouring through. He seems very happy. Yeah, he is like, yeah.
He's Comic-Con.
Is everyone here? Is everyone here like very nicely dressed, or is it?
There are a lot of people that are very nicely dressed. I will say, based on just like looking around, there does seem to be a line forming of people that are like very nice, like nicely dressed, like tuxedos, like dresses. And then there's a line of people that are wearing like commoner clothing, like your cloths, your more like easy to come by sewn up clothing, like patches on pants and stuff, and like that kind of thing. It seems like one line is dedicated towards maybe VIP. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Is there anyone in the VIP lines?
Oh yeah, there's a slow crowd gathering. You see like a couple like different races of men like in tuxedos, like dressed to the nines, like trying, with like maybe a monocle or two. You see like orcs, you see elves.
Anyone I recognize?
Recognize. I would say you do recognize one of the people in there as like a local diplomat for the city. Maybe somebody that he's probably worked on like a few big bills that have passed in Viraldis. He seems like somebody that he has a lot of power behind his name, but he's not like the head honcho. He's maybe like an assistant mayor of the city, in charge of like a lot of the small doings, but he still has had some big moments in his career. You recognize him? His name is Taylor.
Taylor! Taylor! Hi! Hello, how are you?
Oh god.
Zarissa.
Yes! Of course, you remember me. How couldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
I could never forget a face like that. What?
No.
What are you doing here? Are you here to meet Talos? Is he
Yes,
like?
I am. I'm here to meet Talos. I'm very excited. I've actually left the invitation back at my home, and I don't know what I can do, but I just quickly saw your face, and I mean, you know mine.
Oh
is there
yeah.
anything that you can do for me?
Roll me a persuasion check. With advantage.
Yes. Please be good.
First one's a 2, second one's a 22.
Yes.
Zarissa, my darling, I would love if you would share the invitation with me. And he goes, don't worry, I can handle it at the door when we go in. Yeah, if somebody is excited as I to see the Talos, this is going to be a good little. I'm going to call it a little date, but I think it's going to be a good time.
I think that's wonderful. Now, my bodyguard, are they all right to come?
Your bodyguard. He looks a little caught off guard. Who are you showing off as your bodyguard? All of them, or just one of them?
I kind of point at Endra mostly. But the gesture is to the party.
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh.
Just wave it like.
Always.
Oh my god. Okay, so I got a 26 and a 22.
Well played.
I'm gonna knock it down to a 21 only because Run waved his hand, but he still looks and he's like, I think I can get 2 more people in. I think the invite only covers 4, but if 2 of them,
yeah, I know. Well, my invite would cover the 4. You know, it's.
I know.
So hard.
I don't have another invite to get all of them in, but I can get 2 of your bodyguards in. The other 2 would, if I had something else to work with, it was already very difficult.
They can still come to the speech, though, right? They're
Oh yeah, the public entrance over there, and then you see like a group of kobolds in vegetable costumes, like waiting with like a big group of people over there. And then, like, everyone over there is like ready to get in. They're like, yeah, like it's just everyone's like, yeah, we're gonna go meet the Talos. And
do you know how long the wait is for the VIP line?
Very short. 8 a.m. is when the doors open. I believe we get in at 7:45 to avoid the riffraff. And he points at the commoners over there.
Wonderful. I will be back in a moment. I'll be back in 2 seconds. And I just quickly run back to the group, and I'm like, I tried. I got some of you in.
Did you tell us what he said?
Yes, I told you everything.
Well, if only 2 of us can go with you, then that could leave one of us to go in as the waiter or waitress with the bag, so we can have all of our chaos and carnage things.
Does Run see the veggie scales in line?
Oh yeah, you definitely see the veggie scales. There's a tomato, a piece of broccoli, and 2 maybe breadsticks. Maybe they didn't get the memo of what fruit or what vegetables are. They are distressed to the nines, though.
I'm just like averting my eyes. Well, Sarissa, if you can make me invisible, I could just keep the bag and stay on Endra's back. That might help me getting in. And then you should be able to get 2 of them in, and 1 person as the waiter waitress. That covers all of us.
If they pat Endra down, they might discover you, though. That's the issue.
I can just hide inside the bag if I needed to. Maybe
But
you
won't
could
they
just
take
turn
the bag?
Can't you turn the bag invisible or something? Oh
What
my
if
gosh!
they find
I'm
the
gonna
bag if they pat me down?
Zarissa,
I'm gonna vomit. This is horrible.
What if you turn me?
Can I stand in
or
a way so
Run?
you can't see them?
Please, I might throw up.
So what if you turn me or Run invisible, and one of us climbs inside the bag, and then we both go in?
If one of you is being
Like
a waiter, I can disguise your face and body, and so any weapons that you're carrying or items you're carrying also
Do that.
disappear as well. But they can check.
I think whoever the waiter is
The
should
waiter's
take the
probably not going to
bag.
get a pat down, right?
Okay, then maybe I should be the waiter. I can walk
Whoever
in
the
as
waiter is should get the bag because they're not going to check that bag. We've been told that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if they pat
Okay.
me down, they'll find it even if it's invisible.
All right.
Okay,
right
so
now,
Run-
everyone is
How big is this
checking
bag?
everything in the bag. Patch, you are now
How
a
big is
waiter.
this bag?
It's a bag of holding.
Bag of holding.
It's just
Oh, okay.
it's like a backpack. Yeah, like a backpack.
And
Okay.
Run, you are invisible.
Or
Invisible.
Run can climb. Wait, Run can.
But if I
climb
if I climb up
you can
on
just climb in the
Endra,
bag, or climb on me.
But I don't want them to find the bag because they'll take it.
but if I'm
No, but if I'm a
invisible with the
waiter-
bag,
If I'm
Yeah.
the waiter, they'll let the bag in. If you climb in the
yeah.
bag,
What if you go in the
Then-
bag and you go with Patch?
yeah, that's what I'm
I could do
saying.
that.
Climb in the
I could do
bag,
that.
and I'll carry the bag as the waiter.
So
Perfect.
And then
You've only got 5
that-
minutes in the bag or something.
I've got
Yeah.
a breathing tube.
10.
Okay.
I stick it out the top. I've done this
Okay.
before.
it's a maneuver we've done many a time.
It's just like a
Okay.
blow. It's like a blowpipe, like a reed that I stick out of it.
And
So
Zarissa,
Aloe and I
are
are
you
going
going
in
to?
as her
Yeah,
bodyguards.
Yeah. And
Correct.
Zarissa, will you cast your spell on me? So that we can. Actually, I suppose I don't need it. Well, to hide my weapons.
Yes.
and
There's all
other
going in the
weapons.
bag.
Yeah, put them in the
Okay,
bag.
alright.
If you
Okay,
need them,
I'll put it in
just
the bag.
shout and I'll hand them out
Okay.
to you.
So you
Okay.
have the uniform, and me.
Okay, so I
and-
quickly get changed in the.
And I
the carriage.
say thank you, but you're not needed for today. And I shoo you off into an alleyway where you can quickly go do all that.
And so then
Okay,
Aloe and I
I
go
got-
in as your bodyguards.
Well,
Yeah.
This
I
works.
Run and I-
did not qualify as a. Aloe looks sickly. Like
I mean,
she's
it's-
very, she's
But as a
very
bodyguard-
frail looking.
I'll just
Oh,
say that
no.
you're my posse and you're
I
my
could-
healer. You know,
Yeah,
Right,
in your
yes.
position. Maybe
Yeah.
you're.
I'm in
If
perfect
anyone
health
asks,
all the
just
time.
be like, "That's really private, asshole."
Oh, man.
Run.
Run. Be asked
Run
about
and
your
I-
medical history.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
She
Run,
keeps
Run and I
me
duck into an
healthy.
alley.
She keeps me looking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think her skin looks like that on her own? No, no.
Alright.
I'm a demon, darling.
So
Run and I
Perfect.
will duck
So
into
we
an
join.
alley.
Yeah,
and
we join them back in the line.
Yeah.
So these are your bodyguards.
Yeah, the two I decided on for today. We've got a I don't know if I want. We've got a guard and a physician. That's what my healer. That's the word I was going to look for.
That's your
Really?
healer.
Yes.
He leans over. Are you? Do you need healing, madam? Are you?
No, it's for
I'm
protection.
fine. That's very rude. I thought of someone of your stature at least knew manners.
Roll me.
Sorry.
Hello.
Well played. Well played.
Am I
Roll
wrong?
an intimidation check.
intimidation.
Intimidation.
Yep,
She's like
roll
the
me an
tiniest
intimidation
little
check.
thing.
Yep.
Poor mare.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but like words are wild sometimes.
Words are wild.
Patch is just busy stripping clothes off in the alleyway, just like stuffing
Changing
them in the
so
bag.
fast.
I got a 13. So not
He's
awful.
like, we're just checking on your, the tickets. And then you see the guy at like the fucking front. Like, alrighty, everybody, we're actually going to start checking the VIP people in right now, if that's okay. And you hear the commoners like, oh, fuck you. It's like, we're just trying to get people in here if you don't mind. Yeah, it's shove it. All right.
Disney World all over again.
Disney
I'm
World
waving
badasses be like,
Wave to the common folk.
Like, put your fucking hands down. Fuck, you see the veggies
Wow.
scale just sitting there like, you sacks of shit. And yeah,
Hey.
See?
I'm a flashing
Physician
smile.
will be
can I
needed.
just look at them like shoot them like the most? I want to try and intimidate them. See if
roll
they
an
can get
intimidation
us
check to the veggie scales.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
over here trying to avert my eyes from veggie scales, and then the other
Oh,
side
wait,
trying to
man,
avert
anyway.
my eye. I try to avert my eyes from Patches stripping on the other side. So I'm just like, I can't look anywhere right now.
I got a 16.
Yeah, 16. Okay.
As you're looking away, Run, I pick you up and just put you in the bag. Thump.
Andrew, you roll an intimidation check on the veggie scales. They look more fucking mad now. They want to jump you for sure. It's in their fucking eyes. Like they're pretty set. Like you see them. We're gonna kick your okay, and you guys start heading into.
So,
do you say that out loud?
No, I was mocking you, Billy.
So you said it out loud then. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Not Indra, but Anna.
What's up? What's up, Adrian?
I'll start heading towards. I'll walk through the crowd with the bag over my shoulder, dressed in the waiter's outfit, with my eye patch still on. And my
you
hair
slowly
tied
see
up.
a reed come out of the bag.
It comes out a little bit too high, jab me in the ear, just swat it back down a little bit. You get a read down.
Careful!
The hole for a moment.
Shut up, run.
Patch, have you made it to? Are you going like right to the doors where they're letting people in, like for employees?
Yeah, I'll just kind of walk past our group that are waiting in the line and just kind of give them all a brief, like, well, specifically Aloe. I'll just kind of, nod my head a little bit and then just keep walking to the door.
Try look
I will say that Patch, you get into the door. You don't get to pass the checkpoint yet. The security, like, kind of the one that's really happy, thinking good thoughts. You don't know that, but the one that's like really excited opens the door and like, come on in. It's gonna be really exciting, and like throws the door.
Morning.
Oh, good morning to you. Good morning. Hey.
As Patch walks past, he goes, "Oh my god!" Just to himself, he does under his breath. Have
a really good day, pal.
You too, buddy.
Oh boy,
I fucking love that guy. And then the VIP tour, you guys see the same thing, except this guy's not happy, and he's like, "Come on, they're gonna check fucking tickets right in here." And the other guy's like, "Hey, language, Paleo," and he's like,
Paleo.
"Mom, we're checking tickets right
Ned
here."
Flanders.
Next character is a paladin named Paleo.
He just stands at the door of places and lets people in.
All of you successfully get into the front. You guys aren't past the checkpoint yet, though. When suddenly you hear the shift kind of change. On the other side of the Great Hall where you guys are all entering, you guys aren't past the security checkpoints yet. You see the one and only Talos like grace the stage. You see this man with long flowing black hair and like a beautiful like toga-esque, like adorned with like gold trim all over it, with giant bulging muscles. I mean, the man, he looks like a god. Like he has like a giant aura around him. He's like, "Hello, everybody!" And like,
I hate this guy.
and they're like, "Whoa, fucking Talos!" In front of the stage, you see him like walking down. A bow pops in his hand, and he's like twirling it around a bit. Opens this display case right in front of the stage, puts it directly in there.
Bingo.
Seals the display case. This is in front of the entire auditorium and his speech going. That, my friends, is where we are going to end today's session. And I want to thank you all for coming to this awesome security checkpoint and this great heist that we've planned.
Oh, boy.
Security checkpoint.
Hey, good job, Sarissa, on getting us in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well played.
Nailed
I'm
it.
on a date with the. I'm on a date with the mayor.
That was such a great role.
That was so good.
Whoa.
It makes up for killing Leland's
I
mom.
can't believe.
I did not.
With
I did not kill him.
I did not.
I did not.
That's so bad.
And I didn't kill his mom.
I'd like to imagine right when like Talos appears, Adrian just gets a little like sprinkle of like drool from the reed out of the bag.
I just swat your head back down.
Everybody at home watching, I want to thank all of you for watching, and I want to thank everybody for joining us. Seriously, everybody, I really appreciate everyone joining and just having a really good time. And check us back out next Sunday at same time, 6 p.m. Eastern, where we are going to continue a Heavenly Heist. Goodbye, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.